to the Rat House, baby, where the truth ain't quiet, and neither are you. Where the Chat Rats crew slide in, pull up a seat, crime talk, cold facts, and a jazzy backbeat. We got stories to tell, got some justice to serve. So pour up that coffee or something with a swerve. There's Rat Daddy leading 6'5" of cool. Toys the queen with the sharpest of tools. Dean's cracking jokes, Mary B's got the tea, and Lawleen lays the law down, real boss energy. MJ's got the fire. Gingy's taking names. Cassie's dropping Angel Baby's in the game. The clerk's keeping order, Misty's watching close. Pinky promises, keeps receipts, and she does the most. We're the Chat Rats, baby, worldwide and bold. Stories unfold while the crime scene gets cold. Puff, puff, pass, and the truth gets exposed. At the Rat House, baby, that's how it goes. Snap, snap. Cherry lights it up. Cherry lights it up, neon glow behind her head. Tombstones drops the facts that awake the dead. Connor's taking notes, Janine's on the clock. Hetty the paralegal keeps the court on lock. Sweet woman, sweet, but she'll sting if you like. Calypso keeps it cool, got that island vibe. Prince Lover's in purple, that Texas pride glowing. Sherry's laughing loud while the facts keep flowing. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, ghetto. OG coming through, crazy-eyed cheese, oh you better believe. Robo-Rat clicks, sparks gears in his head, breaking the code till the lies drop dead. Jump, we're the Chat Rats, baby, worldwide and bold. Stories unfold while the crime scene gets cold. Puff, puff, pass, and the truth gets exposed. At the Rat House, baby, that's how it goes. Crime solving, cracks. Worlds are stage. That's a fact. Together, we're the Chat Rats crew. We ain't looking back.
Bam. What's up, Chat Rats? It's like the background is having a hard time today. Might be the internet, the new internet. What's up, people? I'm Danny Thomas, and this is Rat House Media. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. What's up, Lawleen?
Hello, Danny.
Where you been? On sabbatical?
Yeah, I wish. Haven't been well, but I'm okay.
Zooty. Who is Zooty?
Thanks for caring, Danny.
So where you been? What you been doing with the kids or something?
No, I've been sick.
A lot. You what?
I got sick Monday, so I was sick Monday and Tuesday, and then like no energy yesterday and today.
What kind of sick?
Pancreatitis again. Yeah,
Listen.
and so I was on my way to court Monday morning, and I felt it start hitting, so I had to turn around and go home, and that was all she wrote.
Dang, that sucks.
I have caught up though on all the shorts and the live.
I know. The last 7 days, I've got almost 20,000 views.
No, it's amazing, and over 100 subs. Congratulations!
Yeah, I know. The shorts are helping. Shorts have gotten us like 15 subscribers. Effortless subscribers. Can't beat that.
So you took down the Fox and Fiona and reposted them this morning?
I reposted Fiona the other day.
I'm losing track of days with when I watch the video, but I did notice it's now Tool instead of Metallica.
I don't know. I'd change it up. Give Fiona a chance. What's up, Laura J? Angel, Clerk, Robin G, Prince Lover, Cheryl with an S. Nice. Zooty, where does Zooty come from? Tell us. Tell us, Zooty, where do you hail from? It's a good name, Zooty. I like it. Oh, it's sassy. Duh. Should have known that. But that's a pretty good name. How many accounts you running there? Sassafras. You talked to Dean? I didn't talk to him. Yeah, messaged me back today.
I haven't talked to him.
Well, dying.
Hopefully he hasn't gotten lost in the backwoods of Vermont and reliving Deliverance right now.
All I hear is a banjo.
A little dueling banjos and pig squealing.
Yeah. Mary B will be here soon enough.
Hey, she did send me her niece's softball game, and I got to watch that today. That was awesome.
Yeah.
They like beat them 26-0. Massachusetts
good.
beat Maine.
They are doing good.
Yeah.
They are doing good.
Yeah, Robin G, I saw where they crap, what did I send you, Danny, on Coburger? That they
Yeah, they
released
lifted the gag order.
the gag order's been lifted, yeah.
So
So
now we
they
get to
should
see
be
it all.
unsealing. Well, we won't get to see all, but a good
We'll get to see some of it.
bit. Yeah.
Probably won't get to see very much more than you've already seen. The way the prosecution handed
But
over
now
Discovery.
the attorneys can talk about it.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
feel
at
like
least they
they'll
can
do a
talk.
media tour.
Because they had a bunch of private hearings. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Toy. Maybe
Oh,
I
what is
should get off live stream.
what the hell is pancreatitis? Tell us while we're here and we're bored.
It's basically just inflammation of your pancreas. But I February 2 years ago was the first time I got sick with it and barely made it to the ER. And they did a CT and they told me it looked like cancer. And pancreatic cancer is basically a death sentence. So they wanted me to wait 6 weeks to have an upper scope done to give it time for the inflammation to die down to get good images of it. And it was during baseball season. So I went through that whole baseball season thinking this is the last time I'm ever going to coach the kids and thinking I'm dying for 6 weeks. No kidding. It was horrible.
That
And then I went
sucks.
and had the scope done and they said, no, it's not cancer. It's just pancreatitis, but you have to watch what you eat and drink and stuff like that. So I switched to nothing carbonated and that's helped a lot. I just drink water with like Propel in it throughout the day. But when I have the attacks, I really can't go back and say what it was I did that caused them. So that's what's aggravating.
Yeah. Well, you lived, thankfully.
I lived. The Lord had a plan for me to be a chat rat.
He planned it all out beforehand for this moment right here.
Right. Did you read
So,
through that John Bonet article I sent you?
yeah. I'm too stoned to read on these little screens.
No, I'm not saying you have to read it here. But people who are interested, there has been a breakthrough in the John Bonet case, if y'all haven't seen that yet, with the DNA under the fingernails. So they're talking about a possible arrest soon.
Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
That
That's
would
been
be
going on
amazing.
forever.
Joe, it's not a competition. I don't want to get in competition with you. I promise. You can have that one.
Life's a competition, ain't it? All right. Do you see the American Idol producer?
I saw where the arrest was made, and it was just a home invasion that they walked in on that turned to murder, which is just absolutely horrible. A 22-year-old, I think, and I saw some interviews with neighbors around his apartment complex. Sounded
Yeah,
like
I
he
saw
was
a
just a ticking time bomb.
couple of news clips on it. So just in case it turns into something, we can say we watched it from the beginning, you know. But if you got anything else on, we'll watch
Idol
that.
family. The victims here, Robin Kay and her husband Thomas DeLuca. Robin was for the last 15 seasons the music supervisor for American Idol. She worked with the coaches, she worked with the contestants in selecting the music that they would perform, throughout their season on American Idol. So she was vital to the success of that show. But what we found out happened, what right now police believe is a double homicide. They went into the house yesterday, into Robin and Thomas's house. They were there on a welfare check because someone had called police and said that they hadn't heard from them in several days. When the police arrived there, they saw a broken window. They saw blood near the front entrance. And when they actually entered the house, found both Robin and Thomas deceased in the home. Now, what's interesting is that police had been out to this house last week. They went out there on Thursday, and what we're told is that a neighbor called police because they saw someone that they believed to be armed enter their property. Unclear how they entered, if they climbed over a fence or something, but a neighbor saw something that was suspicious enough to call police, and police did respond. They went out there, they checked the property. They didn't see any signs on Thursday of a forced entry, and that was the end of that. What's unclear is whether or not they actually made contact with Robin and her husband Thomas on Thursday. But
that was what I was wondering. We don't know if Robin and her husband were home at the time of the previous call on Thursday.
Right. Exactly. We don't know.
Okay.
The one clue though is that we're told they left the home on Thursday, the police did, and didn't on Thursday at least see any sign of forced entry. When they went back on Monday, there were signs of forced entry. So
But supposedly they were killed on Thursday when they were there for that wellness check. Didn't see anybody.
No, that
it
forced
may
entry
just
part there
be
is interesting. Like maybe he went earlier scoping it, and that's when the 911 call came and the cops came, and then he went back. Because it sounds like he broke in and forced his way in, and then that's when they came home and discovered him, and he was shot them or whatever on that Thursday.
Crazy.
coincidence, who knows, or if this person that the neighbor saw is ultimately the person responsible for the double homicide. But that's obviously what police are investigating now. And we are told that they do have surveillance videos either at Robin and Thomas's house or in the area that are aiding in this search for a suspect.
Is there anything else that police are revealing about the circumstances, the evidence or what they sort of found inside the home? Was there any indication that this may have been some kind of a robbery, a break-in, a burglary?
It doesn't sound like they found, we haven't heard yet of any things being taken from the house, but we do know that both Robin and Thomas died from gunshot wounds. So it's just, is this just a random thing? Was this targeted? And if it was targeted, you would think that the intent was to, a burglary. But maybe that they walked in the middle of this burglary. It's just unclear at this point. But, we have been obviously talking to people in the American Idol world who are just all shocked by this. And, no one that we've spoken to has said there's any reason to believe that Robin or her husband would be targeted, which is at least the people that she worked with feel like this had to be just a tragic random incident.
Yeah, and given that she's worked on the show for so long, I mean, she's obviously, sort of been involved. This is probably hitting home for a whole lot of people who've been involved with that show over the years.
Yeah, and I'd imagine some contestants as well, because like I
Yeah.
said, in her role,
Lawlene, I wish you were here. You could smoke this with me to make you feel better, because this is a 4 horsemen. 4 different marijuanas. It's got all the good effects in it. You there? Lawlene's asleep like Dean now.
Did you say something?
I did. I said if
I
you
was
were
in
here,
Discord
you,
reading.
if you were here, you could smoke this with me and make you feel better and help your inflammation. It's a 4 horsemen.
I assure you, whatever you're smoking would not give me energy.
No, I didn't say it would give you energy. This is a 4 horsemen. The energy is not its purpose.
Well, that's
So
all
this
I
is
need is energy. So
so there's 4 different little buds of different strains. Grind them all up together. So you got modified grapes, sweet sensation, chocolate hashberry, and what's the next one? Can't
sounds
remember
like
the
a
4th.
trip to Willy Wonka or something with everything
It
you're
does.
saying.
I hope that's where I go. I hope that's exactly
If you're
where I
on the boat scene, then I feel like I'm gonna have to take over the show.
go. Yeah, I'm hoping that it's boat scene. Because, damn it, what's the other
Marilyn
one?
Manson started his Lunchbox album with that, and it was just a trip. You'll never see that scene again in that movie without thinking how psychedelic that is.
Sweet Insanity, chocolate hashberry, ice cream cake, and animal mints, and modified grapes are the 4 horsemen today. You gotta be a pro. You hit that 4 horsemen, Lawlene. It's not for practicing. But yeah, it's for this, right? It's for this. This is what's gonna happen.
It should be an interesting stream.
Clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose.
Good day, sir. That's my favorite
I
part
love
of the
Gene
whole movie.
Wilder. If y'all
Oh my
haven't
god.
seen, you don't?
No, fuck yeah.
Oh, there's
Love
a
Gene
Gene
Wilder.
Wilder documentary on Netflix that's absolutely amazing.
I hate watching Gene Wilder and Robin Williams documentaries.
You hate watching them?
Yeah, I hate watching them.
Is it sad or what?
Yeah, because it's sad.
Yeah,
Especially
but
the
this was
Robin
not
Williams
that
stuff.
sad. It was good, and it especially when he went through everything on Young Frankenstein. That's like one of my favorite movies, and it was just funny.
Yeah.
And I mean, he did a lot of the interviews later in life before he passed. I mean, that was kind of sad seeing him that sick and stuff, but it was really well made and respectful.
Yeah, I still haven't dealt with the whole Robin Williams thing. I'm still not ready.
I really probably haven't either.
I'm not
He's one
ready
of
to
the
do
faves.
that. Nope, can't do it. Ain't doing it yet. Not feeling it.
she was really integral in, their success, or, picking songs and helping them, sharpen it before they went on to perform. So,
Got one more on that same case, maybe a little different. Maybe a little the
Been
same.
accused of murdering American Idol supervisor Robin Kay and her husband in their California home is expected to be arraigned. And now we are learning the couple contacted a security company just 2 months ago for a previous break-in where a burglar broke their sliding glass window the same way the door was shattered this time. Guy Cohen is a security consultant from Security Homes who advised the couple right before they died and lives in their same neighborhood. Good morning to you, Guy. Thanks for coming on.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I know you're on these community chats, and the groups in your neighborhood have been concerned about what's happening in Encino. Y'all have had a 40% increase in burglaries, at least last year in 2024. So I know Robin and Tom, they contacted you on May 19th. Why?
They had a home invasion where the burglar broke the back sliding glass door and was standing in the kitchen with her, and she screamed and he ran away. Obviously, they were very shaken and they were looking for solutions, and they came to us and we were there to consult them and help them with the situation.
I wonder if it was the same guy. Do you know that was just arrested on Tuesday?
We don't know.
Okay, so what was the
So this guy did their security?
I wouldn't be coming on doing this interview for my company if
Oh,
that's the
God.
case.
Jesus. So we
They
put their
came to us,
security
now
in.
they're dead. Here's our number.
Yeah, can you put the number up in the fucking banner, please? Jesus.
And I thought it was
Okay.
strange, the pictures that I saw, that like their house is like literally on the road and it doesn't look very private. So I bet it does get a lot of attention.
No doubt about that. It's crazy. The security people who failed. They needed more than the security system then. That's what they needed.
conversation with Robin and Tom?
They were looking for solutions, obviously, to resolve this awful situation of being possibly targeted, and we offered them a myriad of
The rumor is there's a bunch of gangs running around there, and they were targeted for like gang initiation stuff. I believe.
The interviews I saw about the guy said like they interviewed people at his apartment complex and said he would just like walk around like wandering aimlessly for hours with no shoes on in the parking lot with like no incentive, like not on the phone, he just would just walk like real weird acting.
things that they could do, and we were just going to do them this month, and unfortunately this awful situation happened. Senseless.
One of those was she was going to build a panic room, right, in her closet?
Correct. So we were offering her an early detection system out in the yard to be able to detect the burglars before they, touch the house. And then we offered her some safety film for the windows to be able to make the windows shatter resistant. And finally, a panic room that she could go fall back to in case all those other things failed.
So what do you think happened here? Did she know this individual? Did he steal anything?
It's still up in the air. We don't know if there was anything taken or if they knew the individual, but it appears to be that it was just a burglary gone wrong.
What is happening in the neighborhoods in California? It's happening all over the country. We're seeing it with athletes when they go play their games. People are breaking in, but we're also seeing an uptick in many of the beautiful neighborhoods in California.
Yeah, unfortunately, burglaries are on the rise around here, and it's not only in Encino, it's all over Southern California. It's anywhere from the local gangs that are hiring underage minors to burglarize homes, all the way to crime rings that have come here from overseas that are running rings all over LA.
So did they have any security in place after that first break-in?
Unfortunately, we couldn't get there in time, and they still had their original systems in place.
Wow. So they don't have any video of what happened, right? Do you think that they died on Thursday? I know that there was a welfare check that happened. The bodies were found on Monday, and we're being told that they could have died on Thursday.
It's very possible that that's the case, and it looks like that's the likely scenario.
You know what's eerie is that this guy, Raymond Budarian, he's an Encino resident too, the guy that was arrested.
He lives a little bit outside of Encino. Yeah, he lives in a city called Reseda, right down the street.
My goodness. Well, I hope everyone hires you and that you can get all the systems in place so this doesn't happen to anybody.
Absolutely fucking not.
It took 2 months to do a follow-up. No.
Jesus, it's a
They don't
security
need a lot of
system.
people calling them.
What's it take? 6 months of meetings to get the fucking security system in there?
I mean, building a panic room is one thing, but come on.
I mean, obviously
Everything
they
else
gotta
could have
pay
been
for
done
it.
quickly.
They look like they could pay for it. So
Yeah.
darn, that's weird. So let's skip over to this. So what? Oh, hold on 1 second. Let's just do this one. This is the CEO that got caught cheating at the fucking concert.
An astronomer?
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You okay? Oh, what?
I mean, who's watching the concert? You think his
I
wife?
bet it went viral because of how they acted. If they wouldn't have
Right.
if they would have just acted like nothing was wrong, I bet they would have took the camera off of them a lot quicker. But I didn't read the article yet, so maybe somebody knew they were going to be there and paid for it. If he's the CEO, his wife might have paid to have him on there.
Yeah, and don't go to a Coldplay concert for privacy.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Ooh, got him.
Cringeworthy footage shows the moment Coldplay's Chris Martin accidentally exposed a tech tycoon seemingly having an affair with a colleague. Astronomers
That wasn't no joking around look on his face. You see it?
He's like, she was choking. I was about to give her the Heimlich.
Look at that. He's like, oh,
There goes
colleague.
half of my money, and I have
Astronomer
to
CEO Andy Byron and his alleged
He makes
mistress can
plenty.
be seen rushing to shield their faces as they flashed up on a big screen
Well, he probably makes enough where the government's getting that other half. So he'd be going to work for free because of this
draped in
Coldplay
each other's
concert.
arms. Laughter erupted among the thousands packed into
Tombstones,
Gillette
what's up?
Stadium as Viva La Vida singer Martin quipped, "Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're very shy."
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Busted. They were having such a great time right up until then, you know?
Yeah, best night ever.
Hey, look at it this way. Now they get to go home together. Probably
Something tells
hurt.
me that's not what either one of them really want.
Something tells me he might not have a home and he may be going to her house.
No,
He used to
unless
have
she's
a really
married
nice
too.
house. All right, so this is the Washington versus Allie and Allie honor killing trial. You seen anything on it yet? It's on
No.
that day 4 of testimony.
I just saw the title of what we were watching. I haven't looked into
So
it at all.
I got a couple of short clips, and then
Good.
I've got opening statements,
Yay.
and then we can just jump right into the testimony after that because we can do whatever the fuck we want to.
Mary
But
B said that the lady's married too, so they might have both had to go to a hotel.
yeah, they may be on their way to the Best Western. But we got this. Let's just see where it goes.
Charged with attempted murder, attempted kidnapping, and assault. Father and mother are charged with attempted murder, attempted kidnapping, and assault, accused of trying to kill their teen daughter in what the victim described as a possible honor killing. Prosecutors say the Timberline High School student was attacked by her parents outside the school after she tried to escape the family. Her boyfriend stepped in to help during the attack, and police say he was also hurt.
Fox 13's Jennifer Dowling talked to her boyfriend's father, and she has more from Timberline High School.
Victor Barnes says that the attack happened right near this bus stop as the girl was trying to catch a ride in order to escape the abuse that she reported from her family. He says that her dad caught up with her here beneath these trees and started to choke her. They fell to the ground as other students.
And there is a video of it, but they play it during the trial, so we're just gonna have to wait till we get there.
Including
Laura
his
J.
son,
said she-
tried to.
Huh?
Laura J commented that she grew up not far from Lacey, lived in Washington for over 35 years.
Oh, Laura J's boots on the ground. She's our local on this one. Carrie B. Awesome. If all of our friends would come hang out, we'd have a whole pile of folks. But this is gonna
Pull
be
him
cool.
off of her.
There's dad. There's the daughter underneath dad.
Victor Barnes says this troubling video captured by witnesses and under investigation by Lacey police shows Ihsan Ali choking his teen daughter from behind, her face shoved in the dirt.
That's my son. fighting for the girl's life.
Court documents state she reported abuse by both Isan and her mother, Zara, saying she ran away to get help from her teachers and staff at Timberline, telling investigators her parents had also planned to forcefully send her to Iraq to marry an older man.
Earlier that day, she was supposed to be flown out the country. She ran to the school because she was afraid.
Barnes said her parents were looking for her, and upon seeing her, the dad rushed out of a vehicle and yelled at her in Arabic. A different student who understood their language told him to leave.
And the kid says something of the nature of, she doesn't want to go back with you. Leave her alone. Dad snapped.
A witness told investigators Isan started hitting his daughter and then he punched Barnes' son, who went flying onto the concrete. Then Isan started choking his daughter for what the witness estimated was about a minute, while multiple people tried to pry Isan off of her.
Her arms.
This is nuts already.
Yeah, I don't see what his defense is going to be.
No. But that's what we
Temporary
said last
insanity.
time. That's what we said last time. But they recharged him already, so we'll do that too.
We knew what his defense was going to be.
Oh yeah. This is gonna be a
The only
good
thing I can see here is temporary insanity.
but he's doing it intentionally. Can't be insane for a whole minute temporarily.
Yeah, that's kind of how temporary works.
That's a long time when people are beating the crap out
Like
of you.
crime of
trying to get
passion.
you.
Like crime of passion. Stuff like that.
I think they're gonna claim. I don't know. We'll find out here in a little while. Ugh.
She's no longer moving. He started.
I keep forgetting that when we play stuff like that, we need to stop and let the disclaimer run for a second. Oh well, this one kind of got exciting quick. We're just in the first news clip, so might be pretty good.
You see her eyes just roll back and her arms sort of start flailing. And that's when he sort of sprung into action because he didn't want to see, someone he cared about pass away.
After she was dragged out of the headlock, her mother, Zara, was accused of attacking her.
My son was able to just grab her and just take her away from mom.
They ran into Timberline for help.
And mother came rushing to the school, trying to get into school. But, she got stopped by security.
Barnes feels an adult should have escorted her to the bus.
And I'm glad he was there to save her life. But I just need just a little more explanation or answers as to why were the adults so careless.
He says his son and the girl didn't deserve trauma at the hands of adults.
High school for me is a time I will never forget. It was probably some of the 4 funnest years of my life. And it's unfortunate that, he would have to experience something like this in high school.
Barnes says he also took out a restraining order on the parents, not only because he says they assaulted his son, but he says the mom kept showing up at his family's home looking for the girl.
Dang.
I don't understand his argument about why an adult didn't walk up to the bus stop. I mean, she was going to school to get help from adults. No one knew, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that part either, but he's probably a little wound up with his kid being involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
And he don't want it following him home, you know what I mean? Don't come over here fucking with us.
17-year-old victim told investigators her father had been threatening her with an honor killing after she refused to go to another country for an arranged marriage to an older man. She went to her school for help, which then led to the confrontation outside.
Okay. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
It is nuts that that's still happening.
All in the name of religion or
Crazy.
The dad was on his back and his daughter was on top of him and he had her in a chokehold.
Josh Wagner was driving with his family near Timberline High School on October 18th when he noticed what he thought was a group of kids fighting. But as he jumped in to break up the fight, he realized it was a man choking a teenage girl.
It was pretty angering. I didn't know what was going on, why it was happening. all the kids were screaming, yelling.
Court records state Ihsan Ali was choking his 17-year-old daughter to the point where she had lost consciousness as other students and the girl's boyfriend tried to pull her away. According to court documents, the girl's mother, Zahra Ali, was also grabbing at the girl and choking her. Investigators say the girl's father also punched her boyfriend.
He proceeded to black out and, punch my son in the face.
Victor Barnes' son was one of the students trying to stop the confrontation and separate the girl from her parents. The girl eventually got away and ran into the school screaming, "My dad was trying to kill me," prompting a lockdown as staff blocked the girl's parents from getting to her. Barnes says the issues with the Alis have been going on for months, with one prior incident forcing them to get a temporary protection order against Zahra Ali. And court records state she was also banned from stepping onto school property.
This isn't right. And the more we continue to allow these type of actions to take place in a society where what the climate is what it is right now, post-election, there's just no place for that type of activity nowhere.
And we reached out to DCYF to see if they are in.
I hope she was smart enough to document what was going on at home.
I don't know if she had to be. She didn't do anything except not die.
No, I'm just saying to help the case.
Oh, yeah. It probably won't be difficult to prove. This probably ain't going to be it. This will be a no-brainer.
Already on 4 days of testimony, though. That's for the prosecution. The defense's case is going to be much shorter.
Yeah. Might have clicked on the wrong video. Hold on. It's supposed to be opening statements. Damn it. Hold on a second. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Well, these should be the opening statements. Let's see what they say, and then we'll see if we like it or not.
Attention to Ms. Zoe
And it's only 27 minutes, so it's can't be much of a case.
as she makes an opening statement on behalf of the plaintiff, the state of Washington.
Get off of her. Let go of her. Somebody call the cops. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, those were some of the frantic words from numerous Timberline High School students as they watched the defendant, Ihsan Ali, put his 17-year-old daughter, Fatima Ali, in a headlock at the inner city transit bus stop in front of Timberline High School.
Hello, everybody. You made it
I made it.
just in time.
Hi, Laleen.
How are you?
Home from work. Time to smoke some weed.
You better take care of that dog.
Oh, yeah. My brother-in-law's brother is there today, and I'm going for the weekend.
So that means you're what? Not watching the dog today?
I'm not watching the dog today, no.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Was the dog a good dog or a bad dog?
He's an okay dog. He's
Little bit.
fine. He's like older now, so he's not as annoying as he used to be, but he's a little King Charles Cavalier. And he likes people to be around all the time. He's like a COVID dog. So when people leave, yeah, he needs attention at all times. Like if he sees me getting my purse or putting my shoes on, he starts barking like crazy and he doesn't stop until I'm like out of sight.
Ready to go somewhere or ready for you to leave?
No, he doesn't want me to leave.
He's got abandonment issues.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Well, here we go.
Let's do this.
Those were the same frantic words from the same set of students as they watched Mr. Ali compress Fatima's neck until her eyes rolled into the back of her head, until her face turned pale, until she lost consciousness. And those were the same frantic words from the same set of students as they watched the defendant, Zara Ali, who arrived at the bus stop scene later on. And rather than help her daughter, Mrs. Ali also put her hands and arms around her daughter's neck and compressed and squeezed until somebody was finally able to pull Fatima to safety. During the course of this trial for the next few weeks, you will hear from those students, and they will tell you the following. They will tell you that on October 18th of 2024, the students were going to the IT bus stop in front of Timberline High School after school let out for the day shortly after 2 p.m. They will tell you that when they got to the bus stop, they saw Fatima there, and they also saw her boyfriend Isaiah there. The students will tell you that as they were at the bus stop minding their own business and waiting for the bus to show up, Fatima's father arrived. And shortly after his arrival, an argument ensued between Mr. Ali and his daughter Fatima. The students will tell you that during the course of that argument, Isaiah tried to help Fatima. And as a result of that, Mr. Ali punched Isaiah in the face. You will hear that Mr. Ali punched Isaiah so hard that it caused Isaiah to fall to the ground. You will also hear that after Mr. Ali punched Isaiah, he then proceeded to grab Fatima and put her in the headlock. And during that struggle, Mr. Ali ended up falling to the ground. And rather than releasing his grip from his 17-year-old daughter's neck, he took her down to the ground with him. The students will tell you that after Mr. Ali and Fatima were on the ground, he continued to compress her neck. The students were very concerned for her safety, so they decided to help. And they will tell you that some of them kicked Mr. Ali, and some of them hit Mr. Ali, and some of them punched him in the hopes that he will release his grip from Fatima's neck. And the students will tell you that despite all the efforts, Mr. Ali did not release his grip. You will also hear from another individual, John Denicola. Mr. Denicola was the bus driver for the intercity transit bus that arrived at the bus stop scene shortly after the altercation occurred. Mr. Denicola will tell you that he was so alarmed by what he observed that he pulled the bus over, and he also got off the bus and decided to assist the students. Mr. Denicola will tell you that he also attempted to get Mr. Ali to release his grip from Fatima's neck, and he also was not successful. It wasn't until another bystander, Josh Wagner, who showed up later after he pulled up to the scene in his truck and observed what was happening, when Mr. Wagner got out of his truck and then proceeded to help Mr. Denicola and the students. And finally, they were able to get Mr. Ali to release his grip from Fatima's neck. You will also hear that during that struggle, Mrs. Ali also showed up to the bus stop scene. And you will hear testimony from witnesses that rather than helping her daughter in that situation, Mrs. Ali also proceeded to wrap her arm around Fatima's neck and was compressing her neck, causing Fatima to have difficulty to breathe until somebody was able to pull Fatima to safety. Another witness you will hear from is Fatima herself. And during the trial, she will tell you many things. She will tell you about the relationship she had with her parents. And she will also tell you that in the early morning hours of October 18th of 2024, Fatima decided to run away from home. And she's going to tell you the reason why she ran away from home. Fatima will tell you that later that day, she went to Timberline High School, the school that she used to attend, and she spoke with her former counselor. Fatima will also tell you that her plan was to board the intercity transit bus so she can go to Haven House, which is a youth residential shelter. Fatima will tell you that after she got to the bus stop, she saw that her father also arrived at the bus stop. After her father arrived at the bus stop, Mr. Ali started to yell at Fatima to try to get her to go home with him. Fatima will tell you that she told her dad that she didn't want to go home at that time. And she will also tell you that a struggle ensued, and when Isaiah, her boyfriend, tried to help her, Mr. Ali punched Isaiah in the face. Fatima will tell you that after Mr. Ali punched Isaiah in the face, he then proceeded to grab her and wrap his arm around her neck. She will tell you that after that, things became a little bit blurry and a little bit hazy for her, and she doesn't remember much about what happened after her father put his arms around her neck because she eventually lost consciousness. Fatima will tell you that when she came to, she saw that her mother was also on the ground with her, and rather than helping her, her mother at one point also wrapped her arms around Fatima's neck, which caused Fatima to have difficulty breathing. Fatima will tell you that at some point, somebody was able to pull her up from the ground, and after that, she and Isaiah ran into the Timberline High School building to seek safety and shelter. Another set of witnesses you will hear from are the school employees, and they will tell you about a no trespass order that was issued against Mrs. Ali, prohibiting her from being inside Timberline High School. They will also tell you about a no contact order that was issued prohibiting Mrs. Ali from having any contact with Isaiah, from having any contact with Isaiah's place of residence, and from having any contact with his school, which was Timberline High School. The school employees will tell you that on October 18th of 2024, a little bit after when school let out at approximately 2 p.m., a frantic and scared Fatima and Isaiah ran into the front office area. And they will tell you that when Fatima ran inside, she was screaming, "My dad tried to kill me." The school employees will tell you that shortly after Fatima and Isaiah ran into the building, Zara Ali also ran into the building. The employees will tell you that knowing that Zara could not be there, they tried to get Zara to leave. Eventually, after Zara left the school building, the school employees placed the school on lockdown for the safety of the students. Another set of witnesses you will hear from are the law enforcement officers from the Lacey Police Department. And they will tell you about the investigation that they conducted in this case. They will tell you about the individuals that they interviewed, and they will also tell you about the video footage of the bus stop incident that they received and collected as part of this case. You will, in fact, get to see the videos for yourself during the course of this trial. And finally, another set of witnesses you will hear from are the medical professionals from Providence. And they will tell you about the effects of strangulation on the human body. They will also tell you about the injuries that they observed on Fatima. You will hear that Fatima had abrasions, she had bruising, and she also had petechia on her neck and on her face. And the medical professionals will also tell you that due to what happened at the bus stop, Fatima was also diagnosed with a condition called pneumomedium sinum, which is in essence when air leaks out of your lungs into other parts of your body. And the medical professionals will tell you that due to what happened at the bus stop, Fatima ended up being admitted to the hospital for several days. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, there will be lots of evidence that will be presented during this trial. You will see lots of photos, and you will see.
He looks like a big ass dude, don't he?
Yeah,
looks like an
originally,
asshole.
originally I was gonna say I couldn't understand why that many kids couldn't break him off of her for him to be able to strangle her as long as he strangled her as long as he did. And I'm sitting there, y'all couldn't like kick him in the face, hit him with y'all's backpacks, but I don't know, they might have been doing all that and he just took it.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah. Hit him in the back of his neck and go to sleep.
I don't understand how this is even going to trial, but I gotta hear the defense's case. I gotta hear it.
Many videos. I also ask that you pay close attention to the testimony of the witnesses from the witness stand, because what you will not get when you go back to deliberate is that you will not get their tape statements, you will not get medical records that were in this case, and you will not get the police reports in this case. So I ask that you pay close attention to the testimony of witnesses. And then at the end of this trial, my co-counsel, Heather Stone, will come back before you and deliver her closing arguments. And at the end, we ask that you return a verdict of guilty on all charges against both Mr. Ihsan Ali and Mrs. Zara Ali. Thank you.
Thank you. Members of the jury, if you will now please give your full attention to Mr. Kading as he makes opening statement on behalf of defendant Mr. Ali.
Hey, good morning. This case is about October 18th of 2024. October 18th, 2024 was not a day like any other day. You're going to hear from witnesses about what happened that day. I'm going to tell you the day started early, about 4 a.m. You can hear Fatima say that she left her house. She ran away from home. She didn't tell anybody. She had never said anything about leaving home. She knew for a fact she was going to be traveling later that day. She didn't talk to her parents about what was happening in terms of her not wanting to go. She didn't make
Danny, can you see if it's got closed caption?
left the house. Her parents were concerned with her. They called the police and made a report that she had run away. They went out and looked for her. They talked to the police throughout the day. You're going to hear from Officer Hang, who's going to say, yeah, he talked to them throughout the day. They were never told one thing about where she was that day. You're going to hear she was at Timberline High School for most of the day. You're going to hear that she had told people she had run away. But you're also going to hear they never relayed that information to the parents. You're going to hear Mr. Ali went to the school to look for her. You're going to hear that he was sitting in his car waiting after school to see if he could see her come out. And you're going to see that he saw her. What you're also going to hear is from Isaiah Williams. Isaiah Williams saw Mr. Ali's truck before Mr. Ali saw him. And he said to his friend, when he saw him sitting there, before anything had happened, he said, be ready. It's an unusual statement, but that's what he said.
All right, pause it just a sec. So I was under the impression this happened in the morning on the way to school, like that when they said that she was going to get help from the school. So this is all sounding like she went to school that whole day and this happened after school. So now the boyfriend's dad's comment makes sense. Like, why didn't adults go with her to the bus stop? But secondly, why did they let her leave the school at all
Yeah,
if
'cause
she
she was
actually talked to
complaining
people that
already.
day?
She
Right.
already
If
complained to the school.
right, they should have had the cops up there. They should have, yeah.
Right. They should have called the cops and been like, all right, y'all deal with this. Schools are weird about that stuff, though. Ugh.
That Mr. Ali had a conversation with his daughter about coming home. He was not yelling, not out of anger at that point. And you're going to hear that Isaiah and Fatima started struggling. Isaiah inserted himself into the situation. He got between mother and daughter. He was going to be, as a 16-year-old kid, the person making decisions apparently in this case. You're going to hear him testify that he was punched. But you're going to watch video in this case. And it's very important, the video in this case, because this incident was captured on video in its entirety. People are going to testify to different things, but I want you to be careful about what they say versus what you see. They're different, and you're going to see that. I'm going to ask you to take careful notes of what people say, and I'm going to ask you to carefully watch the videos that are going to come up here. I'm going to ask you to compare them. You're going to see the credibility as an issue in this case. People don't always remember what's going on. Fortunately, for Mr. Ali and his wife in this case, it's on video. People relayed to the police what they said happened. It's different than what's on the video. So I want you to pay close attention to everything. Next thing we're going to talk about is the medical in this case. You've heard that Fatima had some abrasions, petechiae, those sort of injuries. And you're also going to hear about this pneumomediastinum. Okay? This condition is when you have air in your cavity of your chest. And it happens in different ways. And you're going to hear two main ways it happens. One is puncture injuries. In this case, there was no puncture injury. The other way that happens is if you have blunt force trauma, the most common way, likely what happened in this case. Blunt force trauma, as is explained, and the doctors will tell you, causes this injury because if you hold your breath and then you hit the ground, your lungs are like a balloon. And if you hit the ground, sometimes that balloon will pop. So if you hold your breath, it's going to pop. If your mouth is open when you hit the ground, it's not likely to cause any problems because the air would just expel out your mouth. The other thing you're going to note in this case is pneumomediastinum is not a life-threatening injury. You're going to be told that it's a condition that you can get and it needs to be monitored for some time and see if it resolves. You're going to hear the doctors tell you that by 8:43 a.m. the next morning they did a chest x-ray of Fatima and the condition had resolved. It's not life-threatening. It was not something they monitored after that point. There was no evidence of it occurring other than for one incident. Likely blunt force trauma, which you'll see in the video, could have been caused in numerous ways. One of them falling to the ground, which is interesting because you're going to see in the video that they didn't really fall to the ground. You're going to see that Isaiah Williams attacked Mr. Ali. Him and Fatima were knocked to the ground after hitting a tree. Knocked to the ground where punching and kicking occurred. You're going to see 42 punches, 3 kicks to the head, all done by Isaiah Williams and his friends to Mr. Ali. So, what I'm going to tell you is, I want you to pay close attention. I want you to listen to the evidence. I want you to weigh the evidence. And I want you to compare what people say to what you see. There's going to be a lot of issues that come up in this case. I'm not going to lay everything out for you now, but you'll know when it happens. That if you're taking notes, you're paying attention, you're going to see at the end of this case that Mr. Ali is not guilty of the crimes he's charged with. The state is not going to be able to prove to you what's happening. That's their obligation. So pay attention, take notes. At the end of the case, we're going to come back.
Dude, we just watched the video.
I just put in the chat, you can already tell where this is going by his argument. He's saying that her medical injuries weren't life-threatening, so he's saying that they're overcharged. They're not going to try to get away with it, but they're trying to get lesser than what the state's trying to prove.
Yeah, I get that. But it looks like attempted murder, is what it looks like.
Yeah, you should definitely not try to strangle somebody.
Yeah, when it lasts over a minute,
Yeah.
it's like a freaking snake got prey wrapped up. That's a long time to be in a chokehold.
Right. You don't do that by accident.
Yeah, 25 seconds is enough to cause
Yeah, like
brain
Robin
damage.
G saying third party culprit. They'll probably say like her boyfriend's pulling her legs and they were trying to pull her away and they didn't mean to choke her. If he wouldn't have been pulling her, she wouldn't have been choked. Blah blah. It'll be some crap like that.
They don't have to be because we just watched the video.
Yeah.
All right.
Back in some comes up, we're going to ask you to find Mr. Ali not guilty.
Thank you. Members of the jury, if you will now please give your full attention to Mr. Larry as he makes opening statement on behalf of defendant Mrs. Ali.
Oh, I guess I just realized that. Okay. They're just gonna
No,
get them
what?
both. They're just gonna get them both at one time. I mean, I knew they were there. I just didn't realize there were gonna be 3 attorney opening statements.
Good morning. When asked what happened with her mom on October 18th, 2024, the incident outside of Timberline High School captured on the bus video, Fatima Ali, 17, will tell you, I don't think that my mom was trying to hurt me. I think that she was trying to protect me from the chaos. She appeared worried. She appeared scared. She was worried for me. There is one word that you will hear likely throughout the testimony of these witnesses, one observation that you will probably attach to this incident when you watch the video, and that is chaos. Absolute and utter chaos on a small patch of land next to the bus stop outside of the high school. Unfortunately, in 2024 and 2025, you are not going to have to rely exclusively on the testimony of teenagers and adults trying to describe for you what they saw in that chaotic moment, what they were focused on, what they happened to see, what they believed they saw. Because in addition to their testimony and their personal observations, you will have the opportunity to compare, contrast, and analyze numerous videos. We are fortunate that the transit bus was pulling up for its stop to pick up its kids on its normal run of the day. And being 2024, that bus was outfitted with approximately 8 cameras, front, back, right side, left side, inside. Now, there are certain cameras that are more valuable to this analysis, certainly the front-facing one, because the bus driver, who you're going to likely hear from first today, will tell you what he saw, how he stopped the bus, and he will walk you through what that camera shows and what we can see. Now, video doesn't capture everything. We all know that, but it provides a baseline. It tells us timing. It tells us who is visible when people arrive on the scene. Now, we are focused on October 18th. That day began at 4 o'clock in the morning. See, my client had a trip planned to travel with her daughter and her younger sons. What my client didn't know is that her 17-year-old daughter did not want to travel with her mom, despite the decision to simply abandon this trip. She never communicated to her mom. She never communicated to her dad, hey, do I really have to go? I don't know that I really want to go. Can we do something else? Are there alternatives? Instead, she ran away, 4 o'clock in the morning. Didn't have a large amount of money on her, didn't leave a note, didn't tell her parents where she was going, what her plans were, or who she intended to be with. Understandably, mom and dad were worried. Their response is they drove around Olympia looking for her. Fatima will tell you that throughout the day, on various occasions, she could see her dad's truck. And before he noticed her, she would hide, get out of view. At the end of the day, or towards the late afternoon, there's the incident at the bus stop. She sees her dad approaching. She lets Isaiah know. Isaiah will tell you that he told his friends, there's her dad, get ready. It's not exactly clear what they're getting ready for, but that is what is said. Now, the state got up an opening, and this will be, throughout trial. We have different perspectives, different takes.
I mean, do we think that they're also a little bit slow? Wouldn't you just wait for her to come home? Why would you roll up to the damn school bus stop?
I mean, as a parent, I would call the school when school started and ask, is my child there? If your child's there, then everything's fine. She's not in danger. She's at school. But then you have to think she's probably not going to take the bus home or however she gets home. So I can see them like trying to be there to get control of her again. But it's just messed up.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that it was a school bus stop. I think she might have been taking like another type of bus somewhere.
Oh, like a city bus.
Well, they
Yeah.
said it's a city bus that pulled up. You know, I don't know if all those kids were all riding a city bus or what, but the camera that caught it was a city bus. But
I feel like the whole group was trying to run from these parents.
well, I mean, that's what the comment sounds like to me. I mean, it's her close knit friends. They all know what she's going through. The boyfriend alerts them that he sees them. Like, we're going to try to get out of here and get on this bus before he does anything.
Right.
Darn.
Different things that get focused on. The state said that there would be testimony that Mr. Ali ran up angry and was upset and yelling. You'll also hear Fatima describe her dad. That he walked up, he was talking in a quiet voice. He wasn't yelling, he wasn't screaming. There's the confrontation, and you will see that the bus video captures it, not from the outset, but very close to the outset. You will see the actions of Mr. Ali, Isaiah, his friends, the people standing by, their daughter. You see the bus driver stop. He gets out, attempts to intervene. You will then see the passersby who then stop, attempt to intervene, separate, and hold Mr. Ali on the ground. Around this time, you will then see my client, her mom, come and attempt to help her daughter. Now, we have the video from the bus. There's additional cell phone videos that you will see. You will see her. She is holding on to her daughter. She's not holding on to her neck. Fatima describes her mom as saying, my daughter, my daughter. You will see Fatima's eyes widen. She is just gathering her wits after this whole chaos and melee when she is under her dad. Her dad is being punched and kicked repeatedly while on top of her. She's in the arms of her mom. Isaiah is attempting to remove her from the scene, hold her away from her mom, and eventually they run into the school. I don't believe that my mom intended to harm me. She was just trying to get me away from the chaos. She looked worried. She was simply saying, my daughter, my daughter. So what does my client do? She leaves her husband behind. She runs into the school. Where's my daughter? Where's my daughter? Ladies and gentlemen, that is the accusations against my client. For what she did, attempting to hold her daughter, in the state's eyes, is the allegation of attempted murder. It is that act that is the allegation of assault in second degree and unlawfully imprisoning her 17-year-old daughter. My client is charged with burglary in the second degree for going into the school to try to find her daughter. Finally, she is charged with a violation of a protection order that she had been served 2 days before that said that she could not have contact with Isaiah, her daughter's boyfriend. You will hear from the officer who served her that order. You may or may not see the video of that interaction. As you probably surmise, my client is not an English speaker. She is served with an order that says that she is to stay away from Isaiah Williams. The officer tells her you can't have contact with him, you can't reach out to him. The order and all of its peculiarities is written in English. My client doesn't read English, she speaks Arabic. She knows some English. The purpose for being there that day was not to have contact with Isaiah. It was to locate her daughter. This case, there's no winners. I appreciate you taking the time and the service to be here and to listen intently. And I'm confident, particularly with the benefit of the video and listening to the witnesses, you'll reach a just decision. and conclude that my client is not guilty of the allegations alleged by the state of Washington. Appreciate you.
Hmm. Well, darn.
Serious
Okay.
question.
Go
Do y'all
ahead.
think that the daughter's going to end up being a favorable witness to the defense or the prosecution?
Ooh, I don't know because we don't know what she's going to say about all the other stuff that was going on.
I feel like the stuff she was saying to the police was out of fear to try to shine a light most favorable on her parents in case they just send her back home with them to where things wouldn't get worse. But I'm hoping she's going to take this chance to like really tell it all, even if it contradicts what she said to the police originally.
Well, if she tells the truth, she might be able to get help.
Yeah.
Yep,
Hopefully.
yep. Well, let's get
Hey,
some
have you
time.
checked?
Yes, Gingy, be quiet. You can't tell us stuff.
Hippie chick, what's up? Long time no see.
Yeah. I don't know what I was going to say. Keep going.
Forgot. Hippie chick scared you and you forgot what you were talking about.
Yeah, I got all excited.
Yeah.
Just started reminiscing to boots on ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Meeting in the ladies' room. Always a good time.
Yeah, so we need to get some trial testimony. We're about to get some. Been a minute because we didn't the other night didn't work out. We got sidetracked. And ran her off in a ditch. Damn, we just lost 5 whole people at one time. It sucks.
I was surprised you didn't do the opening statements for the defense in Adelson before you got sidetracked.
Yeah, we're gonna do those. But that's
Someday.
all. That trial's already done, so I was just trying to catch something that we could maybe catch up on.
It was a very funny stream, though.
It was a stream.
Good morning. And do you have an oath on file with the Administrative Office of the Courts in Washington?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will make a true interpretation to Mr. Ali and Mrs. Ali of all things said in court, translating them to a language which they understand, and that you would repeat back any statements that they have for the court, translating them to English to the best of your ability?
I do.
And will you please state your name and credentials?
Sure. For the record, my name is Christine Fatouche, Fattouche, certified Arabic language interpreter.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Ms. Stone, any preliminary issues from the state this morning?
No, Your Honor, not from the state. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Kading, any preliminary issues this morning? No. And Mr. Kading, do you intend to give an opening statement this morning or do you intend to reserve?
I will give one.
Thank you. Mr. Larry, any preliminary issues this morning?
No.
And do you intend to give an opening statement or reserve? Thank you. Please bring in the jury.
I guess that's
Taking
gonna
up the
play.
fast forward, yeah.
Mhm. Let's do magic. Here we go. Testimony.
Come up here.
But I am glad that we're not doing Karen Reed hearings and shit, because that would mean she's going through another trial. So I'm glad she's getting some peace.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be true and correct?
I do.
Please be seated. Ms. Stone, you may inquire when you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Mr. Dancola.
Good morning.
Can you please state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Yes, my name is John Denicola. Last name is spelled D as in David, E-N-I-C-O-L-A.
And Mr. Denicola, are you employed?
Yes, I am.
How so?
I work with Any City Transit. I was formerly a coach operator. I'm now a transit ambassador.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I was formerly a coach operator, bus driver.
What's a coach operator?
That's a bus driver.
Oh,
I
okay.
operate the buses.
Okay.
And now I'm a transit ambassador.
Is it a transit ambassador?
Yes, it's a new program.
And did you have a normal route that you drove when you were the coach operator?
Yes, I did.
What was that?
That would have been the Route 68.
And what about in October of 2024? Were you driving that same route at that time?
Yes, I was.
Where does Route 68 go?
Route 68 departs from Lacey Transit Center,
Golf Club and 6th, and it goes down Carpenter Road and then down Mullen Road to Roto Road and heads over to the mall, Capitol Mall.
Okay, so based on that Route 68, are you familiar with the area of Timberline High School located at 6120 Mullen Road Southeast?
Yes, I am.
Is that in Lacey, Washington?
Yes, it is.
And were you in or around that area on October 18th, 2024, shortly after 2 p.m.?
Yes, I was.
And what shift were you working in October of 2024?
The shift I was working, well, I actually worked from about 8:40 in the morning till 5:30 in the afternoon.
And were you working that normal shift on October 18th, 2024, then just after 2 p.m.?
Yes, I was.
Did anything of significance occur in that area that you observed on that date and time during your shift?
Yes, it did.
And whereabouts was this event occurring?
At the transit bus stop right outside of Timberline High School.
Okay. And what is the activity like at that bus stop? You said it's a transit stop, so it's not a school bus stop. So who are your clientele, so to speak?
Right. It's just a regular bus stop on the side of the road. And when I come through there, usually I'm supposed to get there right about 2 o'clock-ish, 2:05. And whenever I pull up I always pick up high school students and an occasional adult or two.
Okay. So is it busier than, say, during the week versus on the weekend?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So as you're pulling up to that stop, Mr. Denicola, what do you initially see? What do you initially observe?
As I was approaching the stop, I noticed there was a commotion going on right at the bus stop itself. It looked like a fight going on.
Okay. And did you see who was involved in that fight, whether they were adults or children or something else?
Initially, I thought it was just teenagers being rowdy, but as I got closer to the stop, I noticed there was actually a grown man fighting with some teenage students.
Okay. And when you say a grown man, what does that mean to you? Like approximate age-wise?
I'd say approximately probably 40s, early 40s, late 30s.
Okay. And when you say fighting with students, what specifically did you see, or what does that mean to you?
They were throwing punches at each other.
Okay. And did you see him do anything other than throw a punch at someone?
Yes, while they were fighting, while the punches were being thrown, he did lay a punch onto the male student who fell back. And at that time, the adult actually grabbed this female student.
When you say grabbed her, what do you mean by that?
He grabbed her, like for the front, spun around, and then put a chokehold on her.
And what happened next?
They fell to the ground, and he held her. A couple of other students came running over, and they were hitting him, trying to get him to stop.
And where are you when this is occurring?
I was in my driver's seat. I had just fully stopped at the bus stop.
Okay. Well, did you do anything or have any immediate response while you're still in the bus?
Yes, I did. As soon as I noticed the fight going on, I noticed he was an adult. I started honking the horn in hopes of getting his attention, possibly getting him to stop.
Was that successful?
It was not successful.
So what happened next?
So I secured my bus by putting neutral, engaging the emergency brake, and I went out there and confronted the man while he was on the ground holding the female student. And I told him, let her go. And I believe I said it probably 2 or 3 times, let her go.
And how did you say that?
I yelled it. I said, let her go, let her go.
And did he?
He did not.
So what happened next?
When he wouldn't let her go, I bent over, I reached, and I released his grasp. He was not letting go. I had to forcefully remove his grasp from her. When she was free, somebody grabbed her.
I'm gonna have you pause. That's okay. I'm gonna have you pause for a second. And when you say you were releasing his grasp, what do you mean by that? What does that mean to you?
Well, as he was holding her, he was clutching his arm and he was choking her. I noticed her eyes rolling into the back of her head. So right there, as I grabbed his hand and I pulled it off, was able to spread his arms apart, and that's when she got free.
Okay. Why were you telling the man to let her go?
Because obviously she was in distress. Her eyes were rolling into the back of the head. You can tell she was not able to breathe. The look on his face and the way he was squeezing, he was choking her.
And was there anyone else there besides you, the young woman, and the man that you've described?
There were several students around. Once I released his grip from her, another gentleman did come running across and I believe he kneeled on the adult's chest. But I really, the whole time I was mainly focused on him and the female student.
Okay. Do you remember if there were any other adult women in the area?
I did notice one that caught my eye, and that was mainly because she had her phone out and she was recording. And the male student that he originally had punched away slapped the phone out of her hand and said, "You don't even know what's going on here."
Okay.
Sustained.
Mr. Denicola.
I sustain the objection. The jury will disregard the very last portion of the witness's answer related to what someone said.
Mr. Denicola, if I specifically ask you to relay a statement, then do so. But if I don't, do not. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Mr. Denicola, when you saw, or you and the crowd, so to speak, were able to get the young female released from the adult male, where was that young male, if you recall, the initial male that got punched?
He was standing at her feet from when she was laying down.
Okay. And where did the young female go, if you saw, after she was removed or released from the older male that had been choking her?
She was moved over about 5 feet away from where the adult male was laying.
And was she standing up on the ground? Do you remember?
Yeah, she was still on the ground, and somebody was holding her.
Okay. And when you talked about the adult female with the phone, and were there any other adult females present?
The person holding her on the ground appeared to be an adult female.
Okay. Can you describe how either the woman holding her on the ground appeared or the woman with the phone appeared?
I cannot describe the woman on the ground because I really didn't focus on her. But the one standing up that was holding the phone, she was wearing, I don't know how to describe it. It's when they wear the black, like the Muslims wear. I'm not sure what it's called though.
Okay. So like a headscarf or a head covering of some sort?
And covering, I believe it was covering her face as well.
Okay. And when the adult male, the other adult male came over, and I know we're using adult male and adult female a lot. Do you know any of these individuals?
I do not personally.
The male that came over and assisted by holding down the man who was choking the younger female, did you see where he came from?
He came out of this a pickup truck that was pulled into the turning lane, to that turn lane that goes into the high school parking lot.
Okay. What did you do once that male came? And I think you used the phrase was kneeling on the 40-year-old or man in his 40s on the ground. Where did you go, or what did you do next?
I stood up, and the other students around the area kept yelling, "Call the police, call the police." So I pulled out my phone, but a student that was standing pretty close to me, I can hear the 911 operator saying the police are on their way. So I just looked, and the female, I thought she was fine, and the male was being detained. So I went back to my bus so I can get the bus out of the way for the first responders to get in.
And when you say you thought the young female was fine, did you ask her any questions? Did you look at her or have any time, I would say, significant time or attention paid to her?
Yes, when I looked over towards her, she was looking at the younger male student. She was looking right at him, whispering something, because it was whispering. It was kind of raspy, so I couldn't make out what she was saying to the young male. And then somebody was holding her, I believe, holding her around her waist. So I wasn't 100% sure what she was saying, but.
Did you pay significant attention to it?
I did.
Okay. And about how long did you look at that before getting up to leave?
Probably about 15 to 20 seconds, approximately.
And what about the male that had been on the ground during all of this? Was he saying or doing anything while he was choking the female?
No, he did not say a word.
And this may sound like an obvious question, but how could you tell what he was doing was actually choking the female?
It's the position of his arm, the way it was around her neck, and you can see the tension in his hands, and also the reaction from the young female. She wasn't able to say anything. You can tell she cannot breathe, and just by the fact that her eyes started to go into the back of her head was telling me that she was being choked.
And what was that male's demeanor? Meaning, was he awake and conscious? Was he talking? How did he appear to you in terms of his physical demeanor?
I don't recall him saying anything, but his eyes were wide open, and he was focused at this task at hand. He was focused on what he was doing and nothing else.
What about the strikes that you've described from the teens that were standing around? Were those effective in any way?
Not really, actually. The punches that the young adult was swinging did not have very much of an effect on the adult male.
Do you want to make a pitch?
You may.
Mr. Denicola, I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibits 1 through 4. I'm going to ask you to look at those silently to yourself for a moment, please, sir, and then look up at me when you're done. Mr. Denicola, do you recognize what I've handed you?
Yes, I do.
What are those, sir?
These are aerial photos of the area around Timberline High School.
And do those appear to be a true and accurate representation of that area as it appeared to you on October 18th of 2024?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, at this time, the state moves to admit State's Exhibits 1 through 4.
Any objection, Mr. Keating?
No objection.
Mr. Larry? Exhibits 1 through 4 shall be admitted.
Your Honor, permission to publish.
You may publish.
I'll take those back. Thank you. And Mr. Denicola, can you just orient us, please, to, we'll give that a moment to.
You indicate what exhibit you're publishing, please.
Yes, Your Honor. State's Exhibit 1. Give it a second to autofocus. There it goes. And actually, there it goes. May I approach, Your Honor?
You may.
I'm going to give you a pointer. That button is the cursor up top. You have to hold it for a second before it can see.
Okay, thank you.
Some button to start. Mr. Denicola, we're looking at State's Exhibit 1. Can you please describe to the jury the area that we're looking at?
Yes. Okay. So right over here, this is the Timberline High School.
And so just for the record, Mr. Denicola, remember that everything we're doing is written in a record. So I would ask you to describe on the photograph itself where you're pointing. So you identified a building about upper center of that photograph. Is that correct?
That is correct. Okay. Upper center. And then about on the bottom center of the photograph is our transit stop, and you can see it by the little bus symbol there.
Okay.
And that's Mullen Road.
And that's Mullen Road there?
Yes.
Is Mullen Road one-way, two-way? What kind of road is Mullen Road?
Mullen Road is a two-way street, 2 lanes, one lane in each direction.
Are there turn lanes associated with Mullen Road?
There is. Let me get this over here. There's a turn lane right by the bus stop here at the lower center. Okay. And there's a left turn lane to get into the parking lot.
Thank you. Looking at State's Exhibit 2. And what are we looking at here, sir?
This is a closer zoomed in photo of aerial view of the Timberline High School area with the bus stop now at the lower left-hand corner of the screen.
Okay. And State's Exhibit 3. What are we looking at in this photograph, sir?
It's a wider photo of the same area at Timberline High School with the bus stop now right in the center of the screen, showing that both lanes of Mullen Road and a parking lot that is right across the street showing on the bottom left corner of the screen.
Okay. And then State's Exhibit 4.
And this is a much closer shot of the bus stop itself in front of the Timberline High School, just shown kind of left center of the bottom screen here with Mullen Road on the side as well.
And Mr. Denicola, when you stopped your bus, where did you stop and park that bus at compared to this photograph?
The bus will pull up, and right over here we have a stop. The bus stop sign, we call that a lollipop because there's no bench or no shelter. So the front bumper of the bus would usually stop right about here, okay, which is on the bottom left-hand screen, just left of the little bus symbol.
And the incident that you have described to the jury, where on this photograph did you observe those events taking place?
When I first approached, the commotion was happening right next to our I call the lollipop, the bus stop itself, the bus stop sign. which is right here at the lower left part of the screen is where it all started, where I came in and saw it. I mean,
Did it stay in that location or did it move?
it did not. As the fight progressed, it actually moved back further west on Mullen, just about 10 to 15 feet away from my bus stop sign.
Do you recall where about you made contact with that group once you exited your bus?
Yes, it's right about there, about 10 to 15 feet away from the bus stop sign itself.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Denicola, do you recall what I know you've described the teenagers at the scene as throwing strikes, throwing punches while the man was choking the young female. Do you recall what their demeanors were at the time?
The teenagers?
Yes.
They were excitable. They were screaming. So they appeared to be scared.
When you described the young female as being in the arms of the older female, did you see exactly where her arms were on her?
Not exactly, because again, I really didn't focus that much on her.
I know you indicated that you had moved your bus for law enforcement to be able to come in. Did you see law enforcement or hear law enforcement arrive?
Yes, I did. Just before I departed the stop, I could hear sirens faintly in the distance. And as I drove away and I approached, got closer to Ruddle Road. So between the high school itself and the cemetery is where I saw a Lacey police car coming down eastbound on Mullen Road.
Okay, and how long would you say total you were on scene of this incident or at the bus stop before getting back into the bus and restarting your route?
It felt like a few minutes. I really wouldn't be able to say exactly how long.
Okay. And what did you do upon getting back in your bus? What happened next?
When I got on the bus, I told these kids that were right outside the bus, okay, come on, let's go. The police are on their way. And I made sure all the kids that got on the bus and I shut my doors and I drove off.
Okay, at any point did you make a report into law enforcement or your agency?
Yes, I did. As I drove away and I was trying to make sense in my mind of what's going on, I did request a call back from my dispatch so I can report what had happened.
Okay. And did you make a report to your dispatch about what happened?
Yes, I did. I made a report over our radio, two-way radio, and informed what I had witnessed and what I had done.
Did you finish your route that day then?
I did not finish my route.
Why not?
Another supervisor, we called them the road supervisors. They're out on the road driving around, called me on the bus. He asked me to wait for him once I arrived at Tumwater Square. When I got to Tumwater Square and I waited for him, when he arrived, he asked me how I was doing. I told him I was okay. He asked if I could finish my route. I said I should be able to. He said, no, your voice is shaking. Your adrenaline's pumping. I don't think you should finish this route. So they brought a relief out there for me and he drove me back to the shop and I had to write a report as to what happened and then they let me go home.
Okay. How long have you been driving buses for IT?
13 years.
Are you aware whether those buses have any video surveillance or cameras associated with them?
Yes, they do.
And where are those cameras located, if you know?
We have about 6 cameras inside the bus recording all the activities going on. And then I believe we have about 4 of them on the outside of the bus.
And when you say on the outside, where are the ones on the outside pointed or directed?
We have 2 up front that are one's pointed out in front, seeing the road and everything in front of the bus. The other one that's up front is pointed at the driver itself. And then we have 2 one on each side that sees everything going on the sides of the buses.
And how does that camera record? Meaning, is that something that is manually operated by you? Is it something that just runs whether the vehicle is on or off, or something else?
The cameras are continuously running while the bus is running. When we first start them up in the morning, it takes about 3 minutes before the hard drive warms up, and then the cameras come live and they will stay on for the entire shift, as long as the bus is continuously running.
What about when you turn the bus off?
When the bus turns off, the cameras stay on for about another 2 hours after the bus is turned off.
And where is that bus footage recorded or maintained?
The recordings on the bus, actually, there's a hard drive on the bus where it's recorded onto the hard drive itself, and that's where they stay.
So if you want to access that footage, do you have to access it from the bus directly, or is there another means for gathering it?
They can pull the hard drive off of the bus, but if the bus is still in service, they can remotely upload the footage.
And when you say they, who is they?
That would be our, we have supervisors that are responsible for pulling videos for any sort of an event, and they have the technology up at the office, and they can just tap right into the bus, and it just uploads the videos.
What is the purpose of having cameras on the bus?
They're mainly for safety reasons,
Safety for who?
for passengers and for the driver.
If that footage is pulled or it's accessed, how does one get a copy of that footage?
In order to get a copy of any kind of footage on any of our buses, you have to submit what's called a public records request. And you can just go online to intercitytransit.com and you can fill out the request there.
And so if that footage is pulled, do you know how long it's stored or maintained for?
If a footage is pulled because of an event or if it's been requested, they keep them for, I believe it's 3 years. You'll keep them.
Do you have any ability to edit or modify that camera footage in any way?
No, I do not.
Would you know how to do that if that was an option to you?
No, I don't.
Okay. Have you ever had to review camera footage from your bus before?
Yes, I have.
About how often?
I'd probably review footage about 3 to 4 times a year.
And in those instances, did that footage appear to be true and accurate reflection of those events as you recalled them occurring?
Yes.
Is there anything about your prior interactions with the bus's video system that would make you doubt the accuracy of that footage or that it had been manipulated in any way?
No.
On October 18, 2024, was the bus you were driving equipped with the camera system you've described previously?
Yes, it was.
And was that camera system recording and operating in the same fashion that you've previously described?
Yes, it was.
And are you aware whether your bus's video surveillance system captured any footage of the incident in this case about which you've been testifying?
Yes, it did.
And have you had an opportunity to review that footage prior to your testimony today?
Yes, I have.
And based on your review of that footage, did it appear to you to be a true and accurate reflection of the events or a portion of the events as they appeared to you as they occurred on October 18th of 2024?
Yes.
You may. Mr. Denicola, I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 34. Ask you to review that silently to yourself and then look up at me when you're done, please. Do you recognize what I've handed you there, sir?
Yes, I do.
What is that?
There's a thumb drive that has the video showing all shots from the camera footage from that day of the event.
And how do you know that's what that is?
Because after I viewed it, I initialed and dated the tag on the thumb drive.
And when and where did you have an opportunity to review that thumb drive specifically prior to today to confirm the contents of it?
I reviewed it this past Saturday on July 12th back in the prosecutor's office.
And based on your review of State's Exhibit 34, did that appear to you to be a true and accurate copy of footage of your bus's video cameras capturing those events from October 18th of 2024?
Yes, it was.
Your Honor, this time the state would move to admit and publish State's Exhibit 34.
Any objection, Mr. Keating?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Larry?
No, Your Honor.
34 shall be admitted. You may publish.
Okay, Mr. Denicola, I'm going to start first with all of these views. I'm going to ask you to orient the jury to what they're looking at on State's Exhibit 34. Can you explain kind of what the video setup looks like here, please, sir?
Yes.
So just orient the jury if you don't mind. What are we
Okay.
looking at in terms of that setup?
On the setup is all the camera angles that are on our buses. On the upper left-hand corner is the camera that's right above the driver's seat. Right next to that is the front portion of the passenger seating area. Next to that one is the rear area. Then we have the rear exit door. The one behind that one, that is a side of that's the curb side of the bus camera. The bottom left corner is showing the rear of the bus seating area. The one next to that is our street side camera. Next to that one is again another angle of the rear seating area of a bus. Then second to last, we have the angle showing the driver's side window. And the last one is the front camera, front view.
Okay, so if we're working our way through these camera systems, at the very top of the screen, is there a navigation pane?
Yes, there is.
Okay, and if I click down on that navigation pane, what does that do?
That'll show all the different camera angles that you can choose.
So if you wanted to see, for example, just one camera angle, is it fair to say you would click off all of the other views?
That is correct.
Okay, and then if you wanted to watch only 2 camera angles, you could just have those 2 playing and click off any other views that you didn't want to see.
That is correct.
And at the very bottom, what are we looking at the navigation pane on the bottom underneath each of those camera views?
Those are the timestamps.
Okay, what about above the timestamp first?
Above the timestamp.
So if you
Are you
have
talking
the
about-
arrows going in multiple directions, what are
Right.
those?
Those are the play button, reverse button, and pause buttons.
Okay, and underneath of that, do you have the ability to watch something in normal speed, a slower speed, or a faster speed?
Yes, you do. Right underneath the buttons, there's another drop-down arrow where you have the option of choosing the speed that you want it to play at.
Okay, so if you clicked on that, you could see those, is that correct?
That is correct.
And the front audio button here, what is that?
That's telling you what speaker that you're listening to at that time. And at this time, it's clicked onto the front audio.
Okay, and you talked about the date timestamp at the bottom. Is that this white block here?
Yes, it is.
And what about this green block and the green bar running across the bottom? What are we looking at there?
That's the timeline. It follows the video as it's playing, so I let you know exactly what time you'll watch the video at.
Okay. So if we click on the road view specifically, what view is that?
That one is the front of the bus facing outward in the direction that the bus is traveling.
So if I double click on that, it gets big, correct?
That is correct.
Do these all, as I unclick those buttons to watch the front view, or the road view, excuse me, are all of those cameras running simultaneously? Meaning, are they all the contemporaneous views, so they're synced with each other?
Yes, they are. They all run at the same time.
Okay. So Mr. Denicola, I'm going to play States Exhibit 34, the road view, and is that identified in this upper left-hand corner here of the video?
Yes, it is.
Is that the same for each of those videos?
That it is.
Okay. And then I have some questions to ask you after this is done, okay?
Yes.
I'm playing it in normal speed, is that correct?
Yes.
stopping at 216. We left off, we had just pulled up the roadside view and indicated the start time for all of these videos was 2:12:52. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And I'm hitting start or play on the roadside. And when we say roadside, maybe it's obvious this is just the other side of the bus from the curb side. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, they're on their way.
Okay, I'm stopping the video at 2:16:08. Mr. Danicola, which video view is now shown on State's Exhibit 34?
That's the front left camera.
Okay. And moving that back to the beginning, 2:12:52, and playing that from the beginning.
I guess they're going to show us every camera angle with just the audio, but not the angle that shows the actual incident. What's up, Dean? Yo.
Yo! Hey, Dean.
That was the
Hey, what's
happy
going
Dean
on?
yo right there. That was high pitch right there.
Yeah, I was a really happy Dean.
Yo.
No, I had to mask the fact that I had food in my mouth, so I had to
Oh.
like throw my voice. Yo.
It's like Popeye was out one side, chewing on one side, yelling on the other.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does he even know who Popeye is? Do you know who Popeye is?
Yeah, I know who Popeye is.
Okay.
Hey, Mary B. Just right on
Huh?
Dean already. Just on
Yeah.
it.
No,
Dang.
He's Robin Williams.
Dang.
back in the day, dude.
No, Robin Williams was Peter Pan.
Yes.
He
Both
was
are
in
right.
Peter Pan as well.
Yeah, I know. That's just...
And he was the best at it. His Popeyes cannot be matched. There's no possible way. So we're just watching this little honor killing trial. I think we're still on our first witness, which is the bus driver or city bus that caught the video and a video and sound.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend like I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, that sounds good.
Might
Man.
as well, because
You hadn't been listening to any of this
I've been busy.
while you were driving? Come on. I figured you were going to be like one of the main commentators on this with like arranged marriages and stuff.
He'll figure it out.
What? That is some straight up racism.
dang. Mary B, now Lawleen. Dang, yo.
It's
Yeah, I just
how
feel
we hug.
personally attacked.
It's how we hug Dean.
Y'all lay off Dean.
Yeah, only Danny's allowed to lay it on me. Right, Danny?
Not
Lay
too many
off
people
Dawn.
can lay it on him, you know.
Or lay it in me.
Oh
Plus,
boy.
if too many people lay it on him at once, he might crack.
So what is this about? Can I get a quick
Kraken?
rundown?
You talking about releasing the Kraken or this
Yeah.
video?
This girl here, she's in high school, and her parents were trying to marry her off to an old guy in Iraq, and she didn't want to go, so she ran away. And apparently, they found out, and her parents found her at this bus stop, and her dad like started choking her and like was trying to kill her.
The mom's also being charged with attempted murder, and it's kind of up in the air based off of the opening statements on how much culpability the mom has right now.
That's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
basically, everybody else was like, stop, stop, stop. And she's like, 10 more seconds.
You're almost there.
They're almost there. Don't let go. Oh, I see. The people helping.
The video of the choking's all over the internet.
May I approach, Honor?
Oh, yeah. Sure. We just saw it in the video clip before we got on here.
Mr. Jennifer,
Yeah,
I'm going to show
that's
you
what I
what's
was
been marked
letting
as
Dean and
Exhibits
other people in the
5
chat
through
know
33.
who
I'm
missed
going to
it.
ask you to look at those silently to yourself and then look up at me when you're done, okay?
Yes. I bet he reads all the disclaimers too.
I wonder how much older the guy was they were setting her up with in Iraq.
Oh God, there's no telling.
Mr. Denicola, do you recognize what I've handed you in States Exhibits 5 through 33?
Yes, I do.
And what are those, sir?
These are still photos from the video that we just watched.
And do those appear to be a true and accurate representation of still photos from that video?
Yes, they are.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would move to admit States Exhibits 5 through 33.
Mr. Kading, any objection?
Okay.
Mr. Larry? Exhibits 5 through 33 shall be admitted.
Thank you. May I retrieve those, Your Honor?
You may.
Can I have permission to publish?
You may.
Mr. Denicola, starting with States Exhibit 5. And we'll give it a second to autofocus. There it goes. What are we looking at in States Exhibit 5? Go down a little bit. What is this, sir?
That's the transit bus stop in front of Timberline High School.
Okay, do you still have the
Oh, yes.
pointer? Yes, thank you. So can you orient us in terms of the stop itself, what we're looking at up close? Earlier, you had talked about from the aerial view. What are we looking at up close here?
Up close, you can see the this is the actual stop that we call a lollipop.
Okay.
And then several students in the area. And then right on over here, you can see that fight that's going on.
And the witness is referring to the right quarter of the exhibit.
Thank you, Your Honor. And about center of the page, is that center of that right-hand side of the exhibit. Is that right, Mr. Denicola?
That is correct.
Okay. Mr. Denicola, this maybe it's not an obvious question. You've seen fights at bus stops before. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Have you gotten out to intervene, for lack of a better word, as you did here?
No,
Why did you do here?
because it was apparent that this was an adult male fighting with students.
Was that different to you?
Yes, it was.
Showing you States Exhibit 6. What are we looking at here?
In the same spot at the lower right center of the screen here is the fight that's going on, the adult male and a teenage male as well.
Okay. And is the female there in that photo as well?
Yes, right to the left of the adult male.
Okay. And is that the female that he's holding on to, or is that a different student to the left in the, I would say, tan pants, so to speak?
I believe that's the female that he ends up grabbing.
Okay. What view is this?
This is, I'm sorry,
No, that's okay. Where would the view be in terms of date time stamp if somebody was looking at it?
you're looking at it's from the front camera, and then the date timestamp going off the upper left-hand corner. You can see that's from October 18, 2024, 2:13 and 19 seconds.
Okay. And you've got the cursor on the right-hand side, but you're looking at the left-hand side. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And when you say the front camera, do you mean the road camera? Is that the specific
Yes.
title?
That's the front road camera. Well, it's a road camera.
Okay. States Exhibit 7. What are we looking at in States Exhibit 7?
Again, we're looking at the road camera timestamp of October 18th, 2024 at 2:13 and 20 seconds.
And where is that fight happening in this photograph?
The fight is happening about 10 feet away from our Lollipop bus stop. It's right here on the lower right-hand side of the screen.
And so throughout this, you've referred to in your descriptions an adult male, a young female, and another young male. Do you see those three individuals depicted in this screenshot?
Yes, I do.
Can you identify, please, where you're talking about the adult male, the young male, and the young female?
Right here is the adult male, and then these are the two young males. And then I believe this is the female over here. They're center of the screen, right side of the screen.
Mr. Denicola, let me ask you a different question then.
Yes.
States Exhibit 8. What are we looking at in States Exhibit 8?
We're looking at the road camera, October 18th, 2024, 2:13 and 21 seconds. It's a closer view. We can see the adult male right here, and he's fighting with the teenage student.
Is there a student on the ground?
Yes, there is, just to the left of the other student that's still standing in front of the adult male.
And the witness is referring to the right bottom corner of the exhibit.
Thank you, Your Honor. States Exhibit 9. What is depicted in States Exhibit 9?
That's timestamp October 18th, 2024. Time is 2:13 and 22 seconds. And we have at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen here, you have the adult male that just punched the teenage boy.
And is there a student on the ground?
You can barely see him, but yes, right behind the teenage boy.
States Exhibit 10. And what's happening in States Exhibit 10?
It's
Nope, I can pull it down for you.
It's okay. Again, it's the road camera 10/18/2024 at 2:13 and 23 seconds. It's the adult male is actually heading towards the other student, and it's at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen.
Okay. States Exhibit 11.
October 18th, 2024, 2:13 and 23 seconds. Again, the bottom right-hand center of the screen is the adult male reaching for the female student.
Okay, so just to be clear, Mr. Denicola, earlier you indicated
Yes.
you thought the female student was wearing the khaki pants.
That is
Do you
correct.
see the khaki pants student in this photograph also?
Yes, I do. I see him standing over by the tree, over at the right-hand center of the screen.
So for clarification, the khaki pants student is not the female.
That is correct.
And in this States Exhibit, 11, what are the hands of the adult male doing? Where are they located?
Right now, it looks like he was reaching for her shoulders.
Do you see the young male that you described previously in this shot?
I do not see the male that was fighting with I don't see the teenage male that was fighting with the adult male. But I do see the other male that had the khaki pants over by the tree.
Thank you. States Exhibit 12. What's happening in States Exhibit 12?
It's October 18th, 2024, 2:13 and 25 seconds. Center right-hand side of the screen, the adult male is grabbing the female student.
And do you see the other young male anywhere in the shot that you've previously described as being struck by the adult male?
I believe that is him coming into the screen here in the bottom right-hand center of the screen.
So at 2:13 and 25 seconds on October 18th, 2024, based on this, do I understand that as you observed it and consistent with that, the adult male's arms are already on the young female and the young male is not touching them. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Thank you. States Exhibit 13. What timestamp are we looking at here, sir?
We're looking at October 18th, 2024, 2:13 and 25 seconds.
Okay. And what are we looking at on the right-hand side of this photograph?
Let me get this cursor over there. Sorry.
That's okay.
Right-hand side of this photograph, you see the adult male still in a tussle with the female student, and the male student actually coming up on them. And I see another student that's coming from where the tree was at, all on the right side center of the screen.
So does it appear at this point students have noticed what is happening?
Yes.
States Exhibit 14. What timestamp are we at here?
October 18th, 2024, 2:13 and 26 seconds.
And what's happening in this photograph on the right-hand side?
The right-hand side of the screen, we have another person coming into the picture at the right center screen.
And how is the adult male appear to be holding the young female in this photograph?
At this point, he has her turned around, so he's holding her from behind.
The other students appear to be touching him at this point.
Not yet.
Thank you. State's Exhibit 15. And what timestamp are we looking at here?
October 18th, 2024, 2:13 and 45 seconds.
And what's happening in this video?
In this picture here, the adult male is down on the ground. He's holding the female in a chokehold. And we have several other students standing around.
And have you arrived? Is it fair to say you've not arrived yet? I mean, the bus is present, but you have not gotten to the scene yet.
That is correct. The bus had stopped. I have not approached the scene.
State's Exhibit 16. Mr. Denicola, do you recognize anyone from this photograph?
Yes, I do.
Who do you recognize, sir?
I recognize myself right there wearing the high visibility vest.
Okay. And what else is happening in this photo?
In this photo, I'm bent over the adult male and the female student. I'm at the bottom right-hand center of the screen. And I'm instructing the adult male to let the student go.
And have any of the other adults arrived on the scene yet?
At this time, it did appear that one of the adults did arrive. There was came out of this pickup truck. He was on the left side of the screen.
Okay. Let me show you State's Exhibit 17. In State's Exhibit 17, what are we looking at here, sir?
That's on October 18th, 2024. Timestamp is 2:13 and 57 seconds. At this time, I'm actually, you can't really see because the student's standing in the way, but that's when I was trying to break his grasp off of this young student. And then we have this other adult male that was coming running across the road.
Okay. And State's Exhibit 18.
And that's October 18th, 2024. Timestamp is 2:14. And again, right in the center of the screen, right side of the screen. I believe I'm still attempting to release the female student from the adult male's grasp. We have several students standing around watching.
State's Exhibit 19.
It's timestamp October 18th, 2024, 2:14 and 10 seconds. And in the same spot at the lower right-hand center of the screen. This time I'm standing up, which was right after I got the adult male to release his grip on the female student. And the spectator came running across the road. He's on the left center side of the screen.
Okay. So there's essentially another adult that has arrived. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. State's Exhibit 20. And what time is this at?
It's October 18th, 2024 at 2:14 and 52 seconds.
And have you left the scene at this point?
I have left the scene of the actual incident there, the center right-hand side of the screen, and I was headed back towards my bus.
Switching views to State's Exhibit 21. What date, timestamp, and view are we looking at on State's Exhibit 21?
This is October 18th, 2024 at 2:13 and 21 seconds.
And Mr. Denicola, what is happening here at the top, I would say top center of that photograph?
The top side of the photograph, that's that fight that's going on between the adult male and the students.
State's Exhibit 22. Same question?
Yeah, center of the screen. In the middle, it's the fight still going on between the student and the adult male.
State's Exhibit 23. Where are we looking at just to the right of the upper center?
That's still the fight going on again with the male and the students, I believe.
And is the young female already down on the ground at that point? Here?
Yes.
And moving to State's Exhibit 28. Which camera view are we looking at here?
This is the curbside camera, front curbside camera.
And what date timestamp is that?
The date timestamp is October 18th, 2024 at 2:15 and 53 seconds.
And are you pulling away from the school at this point?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And have most of the students cleared out of that space, but the adults remained?
That is correct.
Do you see the adult male that you've referred to as being involved in the initial altercation present?
Yes, I do. On the bottom left side of the screen here, he's on the floor. He's laying on the ground, and another male is over him. Appears to be restraining him.
Okay. Is that the same male that was restraining him that you testified about earlier?
Yes, it is.
And State's Exhibit 30. What are we looking at here?
That's timestamp October 18th, 2024, at 2:15 and 56 seconds. That's the street side of the front camera.
And what is depicted, I would say, on the right-hand side of that photograph?
Right-hand side of the photograph, center of the screen, is a pickup truck from which the gentleman that was restraining the adult male in the fight came out of this pickup truck right here, center screen, right side of the screen.
And State's Exhibit 31. Mr. Denicola, what are we looking at here?
That's timestamp October 18th, 2024, at 2:14 and 4 seconds.
And Mr. Denicola, do you recognize the individual pictured on the left, I would say about center of the photograph, left-hand side?
Yes, I do.
Who is that?
That's the gentleman that came running from across the street. I call him a spectator.
He was essentially the third male adult to come to that scene, is that correct?
That is correct.
Mr. Denicola, based on your observations of that scene, your observations of the adult male, and your experience there, would the older man have let go of the young girl without intervention from you?
Sustained.
Mr. Denicola, was the older man letting go of the young female without the intervention of you and the other adult male?
No, he was not.
Thank you. I have no further questions at this time.
Mr. Kadeen, cross-examination.
So they get to go cross-examine twice, right? Both lawyers get an opportunity.
Oh, this is fun. It's like a threesome. Except different.
It's going to be interesting though, because if they have like redirect and recross, like the judge is going to have control of the courtroom, but it's probably not going to be that interesting to where it gets out of hand.
Yeah. It's just going to be, that'll be 4 crosses. Then, yeah. This could get weird.
Yeah. Hey, I'm here for it.
The threesome? Or the
Yeah,
weirdness?
either one.
Laleen was just giving you hell in the chat. I figured you'd take up for yourself, but you just keep piling it on.
No, I'm not. I'm
No
not ashamed.
pun intended.
I wasn't giving her any grief. I was admiring her for not marrying any of the red flags.
Exactly. I just let them fuck with my head for a little bit, and then I learned lessons.
You should be a very smart individual by now.
I am. I consider myself a genius.
Prince Lover leaving again. What time is it? 8? It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's pretty early.
Yeah, where are you going this early?
She
Prince
hangs out with
Lover?
Mr. Prince Lover, doesn't she?
I don't know, but we got to put an end to that.
Yeah, how dare you?
You're gonna break up marriages and relationships.
That means they'll both, if that means that they'll both subscribe because he's got to see what she's doing. Yeah, so he's gonna kind of lurk. I don't call it stalking. I call it lurk. He's gonna lurk. Yeah, I think she should. Yeah, at least a separation for a
See, she
period.
said Mr. Lover wants attention.
Ah. I don't have any music for that, so.
Just brown chicken, brown cow.
Dean, how long did you work today?
What's up?
How long did you work today?
12 hours.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool.
Well, that's good.
You did
Yeah,
a lot of driving.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Are you still in New Hampshire?
No, I'm in Vermont now.
Oh, Vermont.
Didn't
Yeah.
Didn't y'all talk about this on a live stream? Because you said
Oh,
how long it
yeah.
would take to get to a town, and then you were like, no one ever goes to southern Vermont, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, now I remember. See, it's still a short-term memory, so
Yeah,
Did
I
it have
don't
anything
remember
to
that
do-
at all. I don't remember that at all. So
yeah,
I-
because we were talking about the White Mountains versus the Green Mountains.
Yep.
And you
Yeah, I'm
mentioned a
just
town
gonna
like
agree.
Burlington or something
I'm
that
just
was
gonna
3
agree.
hours from you.
Yeah, Burlington. That's
See, I listened to y'all stream the other night.
Burlington. That's where all the hippies are. Did you find
Yeah.
Ben and Jerry's yet?
What?
Did you find Ben and Jerry's?
No. No, I did
Oh,
not.
that's
But he probably would have went there if he'd have seen it, though.
yeah. You
I feel
better
like he would have hit the Ben and Jerry's up for sure.
Yeah, see if you can meet that guy. He seems pretty cool. I don't know which one he is, Ben or Jerry, but he like got
He's-
carried out of Congress.
Yeah, he's
or
one of
something.
them.
Everybody's guessing where MJ will be Saturday.
Ooh,
Is there a
Jail.
concert coming to that area?
Are you going to a Coldplay concert?
Stay off the Megatron.
Toy says taco truck? Question mark.
Oh, New Hampshire. You going to the White Mountains, or are you just going to like Hampton?
He's taking Dakota to beat the shit out of Dean.
Nice.
She wants them to bond and hang out.
Well, Dean's not a very friendly person. And what do you want him to do?
He's got to work on that.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't just
I really
change
got to work on
yourself.
my people skills.
You did. You have all this opportunity in this like peak of your life, and you're out on the road and like and voice chatting on panels at night. Like you gotta do better.
Dun, dun, dun.
Good night, Robin G.
Good night, Robin G. Thanks for hanging out.
Robin G is my favorite.
Hey, we're right here, dude.
She is.
You could go
Yeah.
through and make a video of every time he said someone is his favorite. I assure you, I've never been in that list, but it hasn't
I don't
just
think
been
I have
Robin
either.
G. I know he's
I've
recently
never
said
been to a
MJ's
laptop.
his favorite, Diane G's his favorite,
Well,
Dina's
y'all
his
aren't in the
favorite.
morning chats. Y'all don't have that morning chat ratness in you.
I don't have time to morning chat rat. I'm sorry.
Well, I can't help it then.
I would be
I didn't
more of a
demean you
morning
for not
chat
being a morning chat rat, but Robin G gets up at 5, goes to work, was modding chats while working.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Do not all my watch hours and your
No.
stuff count, Danny?
I like greatness. That's what I like. That's what she did. I watched it. Boots on the ground, all while she was at work.
Pretty gangster.
Yeah. Because she disappeared for a minute. Her bosses came in or something, and then she'd be right back. Or she'd be like, I'm in a board meeting. Oh, look who's here.
Oopsie. A little late.
Welcome,
late.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey, sweet woman.
What's going on?
We're just giving Dean shit. You want to try it?
Sure.
Go. Just whatever you can think of.
And you're just touring all of New England, aren't you?
I thought
Where are
you? I thought we were calling him Dawn now.
It is Dawn.
Okay.
Dawn, where are you at?
Vermont.
Oh, nice.
See there, I told you. Sassy was right. It's Dawn. That's good to know. Good to know. What's the food for tonight, Dean, wherever you're at? What kind of Vermont delicacies are you having?
Cheese.
I don't think I ate dinner. I'm not that hungry.
You were eating when you said yo.
Oh, you're right. No, yeah, that was chips though. Chips.
My favorite meal.
What is
That's like
the
a
Vermont
snack. That's not
food?
food.
All I know of Vermont is maple syrup, so I'm sure there's a lot of pancakes and waffles around.
That and they have their cheese.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And yeah,
cheese and waffles.
cheese and maple syrup. Yummy.
And they have death with dignity.
What? What is that?
they have the death with dignity. You can die there, like you can put yourself to sleep like a dog.
Kevorkian, Dr. Kevorkian.
Mhm.
What is wrong with that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is
didn't
it
know
like
that
the
either.
only state where you can do that? Because I didn't know that was legal anywhere.
No, it's not the only state, but there's not a ton of them, but that's the closest one to me.
You've already looked into it for when the time comes to go to Vermont.
Damn.
But you have to be a resident for 6 months. So I
See,
hear.
she has looked into it. Jeez.
So you're moving, huh?
We had it on the ballot, and it like lost by under 10% of the votes. Probably
Yeah,
like
why
5,
didn't we do the
10
cool
years
stuff?
ago.
Like, we didn't vote for mushrooms either. Like, let's not
I
mess.
know, I was pissed.
Seriously, I thought that would go through no problem.
Me too.
I wasn't even worried about it.
Because you've got too many young people that don't vote.
You're probably right.
Old
That is
people
true.
go vote like they go to funerals. Like it's the
It's
thing
a
to
social
do.
event.
Yeah. They look
Nobody's
forward
dying to
to
get their bill
election day.
passed. That's for sure.
So what was the argument against dying with dignity? Is it like people maybe with mental illnesses and stuff wouldn't be able to
It's
have
the
like
bigger
a
I
group
think it was
that
just the
won't
moral
find out.
aspect of it that people, for whatever reason,
like you're contributing to your own
well, how do you know
self-unaliving?
if you're really dying or just, wanna take the easy way, like who's to say you
maybe-
shouldn't be able to throw in the towel, like let the medical professionals do it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you
it's
should
not
have a
like they can just
terminal
give you
illness.
a lethal dose of something, right? Or can they?
They can prepare it where you can
I
give it
think
to
it's
yourself,
pills.
like Kevorkian or something.
I think it's a series of pills. So you have to like have somebody assist you, but
But
it's
you got to
legal
be
to have.
terminally ill, surely.
Yeah, it's not like you're like, I hate my life.
I'm
Can I get
having a
those
bad
pills?
day. I think I'm gonna swing by the MEA real quick. Call it quit.
Yeah, no, like they have to sign off on it. Like it's not.
Or like Uncle Joe's been hanging on a lot longer than we thought, and we really need that inheritance.
We need that
Yeah.
inheritance. Yeah.
Uncle Joe can't sign the paperwork. You have to talk Uncle Joe into it. Will the thumbprint work?
Well, say that Uncle Joe doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's a very interesting topic to debate. Like,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good
And
take.
ironically, actually, that we're having this conversation, an advocate for this in, I think, the United Kingdom, she just died. She had the disease that Stephen Hawkins had.
Oh, not ALS.
No, but it's kind of almost sounds similar to it. It was like MMD or MD something, not muscular dystrophy, but like something. So she chose to starve herself before she actually like was really bad at suffering.
That sucks.
I just read an article today about it, so it's weird that we're actually having this conversation. And it's not like I was looking for it. It's not on like my, algorithm.
no, you had a lot of information right off the tip there.
It was very coincidental.
This is the time when the algorithm gave you the information to talk about in advance rather than
That
waiting
happens
to
to
hear
me
you
all the
talk about it. It's like, well, we'll make her talk about this.
I could go on. I know somebody, a girl I went to school with, her mother chose to do that. And I think it took either 17 or 21 days.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Right?
No, I ain't signing up for that.
Yeah. It was crazy. And they were sharing it on Facebook. I'm like, they moved to like Minnesota or somewhere out there. I don't know. And they were like sharing the air quoting journey on Facebook.
I saw
I mean, don't we have
influencer
fentanyl now? Can't
do
you just do
something.
it that way?
I mean, fentanyl will drastically decrease your breathing very quickly.
Yeah, but I mean, if you took the right amount, you would drift off into la la land.
Yeah, it's possible, but
What
not
are we wait, what are we taking?
fentanyl.
Fent.
Oh. I don't know. I wonder like how would you choose to like starve yourself instead of, like you said, just getting something to just overdose? I don't
What
know.
if
That
you go
would
by there and you like BYOD? Bring your own.
This is the way I want to go out.
Yeah, I heard this was good. Like, really? Who told you that?
Fentanyl would be quick because, I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
would
who's
assume
like,
so.
yeah, I did it. It's good.
fentanyl is the only thing I can take for pain, and like it's very
For you,
strictly monitored. Yeah,
you
I
take
can't take
that's what you
any.
take.
I mean, not regularly. Like I haven't
What's
had it
the
in
what's
years.
the look on the doctor's face when you go in there and you're like, oh man, my foot hurts. I think I'm gonna need some
No,
fentanyl.
the last time I did it was with the birth of my last child, and I had notes from my doctors saying I can't have opiate. I have like no receptors in my brain that can accept opiates, so I have to have fentanyl. And they have the doctor's notes and stuff. Like there was pre-planned communication.
She can
So
only
Pretty
with
sure
have
fentanyl,
that's like
pure
something like a
cannabis.
common thing that they administer during like surgeries and stuff with the anesthesia, to my knowledge, from what I see on my claims at work.
and then before that, I had like really bad back problems when I was younger, and they would give you fentanyl suckers, and you would put it between your cheek and your gum for like 5 minutes, and then put it back in the freezer, and it would make your pain go away.
What?
I bet it would.
Yeah, it's called Actique. I remember that stuff.
I bet it would.
What?
You didn't
Down
get
in
high off
Louisiana,
of it or
somebody gonna
anything.
find a way to cook it off of there.
Yeah, you didn't. I
We can
mean,
cook that
I
off that sucker.
used it responsibly, but I didn't get high off of it. I just put it, and like my back pain stopped, and that was a miracle because like nothing would ever make my back pain stop.
Well, damn. All right, let's get back to this. We gotta finish
All right,
this.
sorry, my bad.
It's all our bad. We drifted. We gotta drift back. You gotta bag up, Terry.
Good morning, Mr. Denical.
Good morning.
A couple of questions for you. Is it fair to say that prior to the few seconds that we saw in the video of the bus approaching that bus stop, that you didn't see anything that was happening?
That is correct.
All right. I wanted to show you one other thing. You mentioned in your testimony at some point that it was.
I don't know who's my least favorite, this guy or the next one.
That the older man and the female fell to the ground. You remember saying that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And you've seen the video since, correct?
Yes.
All right. And when you say fell to the ground, is that it? In your opinion, is that an accurate description of what you saw in the video?
Sorry. Did he not know that he was fixing to go up here and cross-examine this dude for like the last hour? He forgot everything. His glasses, his fucking pen, his pad with his questions on it. He
He'd been
forgot
concentrating
everything.
on making his impression look good to the jurors by being nice and welcoming, and he forgot everything else.
And turn around the other way when you ask the guy the questions because you forgot all your shit. You had all this time to get fucking prepared to walk up to the podium. Jesus.
From looking at the video, describing what I've seen, it appeared that he had grabbed the female and they did fall back onto the ground.
Okay. So let me show you what's been marked as Defendant's Exhibit 5.
Dude looks like he drove a Lamborghini up there, doesn't he? Crazy.
1. And this, as we're looking through the videos, we can stop frame by frame.
Yes.
So this video, if I may hand that to you, or see that photo, if I can have you just look at that.
Yes.
You see that photo is essentially one frame after State's Exhibit number. Where does State's Exhibit go? I believe it's 14, but let me just make sure here. Yeah, I'm going to hand you, just for comparison sake, State's Exhibit number 14. Okay. That looked to be about the next frame after.
Yes, it does.
Okay. And Your Honor, if I could move to Exhibit number 501.
Any objection, Mr. Leary? Ms. Stone?
Yeah.
501 shall be admitted.
And at this time, I move to publish, Your Honor.
You may.
Okay. Now, just so the jury knows, these do not have a date and time stamp. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. But we've identified it's in the same sequence of pictures that we looked at previously.
Yes.
Okay. And so I'm looking at this exhibit, which follows in time Exhibit 14. And what I see is the adult male and the female still standing up, right?
Correct.
And it appears that there's the young teenager with the Nike backpack there is running right at him.
Yes.
And he's got his arm raised on the right side. You see that? His right arm right there?
Right there. Yes.
Yeah. And so we'll watch the video, but in this, it looks like everybody's on their feet, right?
Yes.
Okay. And when we watch the video, I think what we're going to see is Mr.
Objection. Counsel's testifying.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll watch the video. Sorry, Your Honor. We'll watch the video and watch what happens next. Okay. So let me grab the video here. We're going to go back to State's Exhibit number 34. Okay. Did you see him kicking him as well?
Yes, I did.
And did you see where they were kicking him?
Yes, I did.
Where was that?
They're kicking on the head.
Not hard enough.
And so it would seem that there was quite a bit of an attack going on there against the old man, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I noted in your testimony you didn't mention any of that.
Right.
Okay. Were you advised not to mention that?
No.
You just chose not to?
I didn't want to, I was trying not to embellish anything. So I was just saying what I saw.
Okay. You were in the bus during this period of time?
At that point, yes, I was still in the bus.
Okay. So the same view you had of the initial few seconds was the same through this entire period we just watched?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the kids that were riding the bus that day, are those regular bus riders?
Yes, they are.
Okay. Do you know them by name?
I do not.
Okay. But you recognize them when you see them?
Yes, I do.
After you said you got in there and you got the arm to release off the young female, did you see the defendant move after that?
He rose his hands pretty much up towards his chest in a compliant manner.
Okay.
Like he was no longer resisting or was not going to put up any fight.
And so he's laying there kind of on his side, right?
At this point, yes, yes.
Okay. He kind of stayed that way until you drove away, right?
No, I believe he was laying on his, because the other gentleman was on top of him, holding him down. That arrived on scene after I separated them. So he appeared to be pretty much on his back, holding his hands up like this. Like, I'm good.
Okay. Thank you. I have no further questions.
Mr. Leary, cross-examination.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
How do you like your new job?
I love my new job.
Why do you love it?
Because as a transit ambassador, now I get to ride in the back of the bus with the passengers. As far as the customer service, make sure the passengers get to their destinations, they know where they're going, and also a rule enforcement officer as well.
So are you doing more rule enforcement or more helping out?
It's a new program that just went live about 2 weeks ago. I've been doing mainly a lot of customer service. There's been a few rule enforcement issues that I had to deal with.
Is it hard to have somebody else drive it?
No, it actually it's pretty nice.
Okay. I just have just a couple of questions for you. So you described kind of what you saw with respect to the students and the adult male, correct?
Yes.
And the female,
Yes.
correct? And you later described the arrival of two women wearing headscarves, correct?
Correct.
And the first one you saw was somebody who you described as filming.
Yes.
And then you described a second woman who was then holding the young woman that you described in this incident after being released by the adult male.
Yes.
There's a lot of descriptions without names, but is that accurate?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And we had a chance to talk at the break, correct?
Yes.
And so we watched the video to see if we could see kind of the arrival of the women. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And that is visible in the video, but maybe not as clear on the big screen. Is that fair?
That is right.
Okay. So, and we were able to kind of piece together based on the still shots, correct?
Yes.
And we kind of timed it with the individual coming out of the truck. Fair?
Yes.
Okay. So if I put up Exhibit 16.
Let me know, please.
There we go. All right, so this is State's Exhibit 16, the still shot up on the camera. And we see 21354. Is that fair?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And we see the truck parked in the turn lane, correct?
That's correct.
And we can see an individual just emerging from the truck.
That's correct.
Okay. And so we know that the altercation has been going on for some time leading up to this, correct?
Yes.
And we know that because we saw the video, right?
Right.
And we also know it's at the point where you have emerged from the coach.
Yes.
And we know that because we see an individual with the
High visibility safety vest.
high visible safety vest. Okay. All right. So taking that off of the screen, and now I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 17. And that is not straight. Let's see. There we go. And we see that is at 21357, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And then we see this individual who we're going to learn his identity later running across the street, correct?
Yes.
And you are leaning down, going hands-on at this point, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Now, the next one, so that was 57, correct? 57 seconds.
Yes.
And then the next one is 21400.
Indicate the exhibit number that you're publishing.
Absolutely, Your Honor. So the next one is Exhibit 18. And that is at 21400, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And we can see that you are still leaning over hands-on, correct?
Yes.
And I see an individual standing with almost looks like a camouflage hat towards the back of the crowd.
Yes.
And that is the individual who has run across the street, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in watching the video, we were able to determine about a second before this exhibit, 18, was the arrival of the women, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we now know prior to 21359, there's the altercation, correct?
Yes.
You arrive, correct?
Yes.
The individual comes across the street, correct?
Yes.
And then at this point moving forward, the women have arrived. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. And just so we're clear, this is, you and I walked through this, but this is what you observed, correct?
Yes.
Both in real time and on these pictures, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And then you described on direct that the second woman who was holding this young girl after she had been freed, you described her as simply holding her around her waist.
That is correct.
And that she appeared to be fine at that point.
Yes.
Okay. So then after your intervention and the intervention of the passerby,
yes,
this girl is freed, correct?
Correct.
He is restrained by the passerby.
Yes.
Does not appear to be resisting, correct?
That is correct.
Didn't say anything further?
No.
She's being held by her mom, or I'm sorry, she's being held by the woman, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And at this point, you know that law enforcement is on its way.
Correct.
And you then return to your coach, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And you did that because it felt like the situation was over at that point, correct?
That is correct.
The individual involved in the fight was being restrained, correct?
Correct.
And there was no other assaultive behavior that you witnessed.
That is correct.
Okay. And if that wasn't the case, you would have stayed, right?
That is correct.
And you left because you felt like the situation had resolved, correct?
That is correct.
And that authorities were on their way.
Correct.
And that the situation was over.
Correct. My main objective was to get the bus out of the way so first responders can get on scene.
Okay. Okay. But if it was still, fights were still going on, if she was still in danger, you were going to stick around, right?
That is correct. If I felt that she was still in danger, I would have brought her onto my bus and shut the bus.
Okay. Is that part of your training?
That is.
Okay. All right. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Ms. Stone, redirect.
Tombstone's horses without the music. Frisky. Maybe you going out there to ride those horses?
Nope. I will probably kill myself if I tried.
That horse was scratching its genitalias.
Oh, it's pretty fun.
That was good. I wish we could listen to the music, but we cannot.
Thank you. Mr. Denicola, Mr. Kading asked you some questions about how the female ended up on the ground. First of all, how many times did you see the female on the ground?
Just one time.
Okay, when the bus was initially pulling up and the initial fight was breaking out, or say fight was breaking out, when the initial scuffle or I can't remember if you said scuffle or struggle.
Motion or yeah, something like that.
Okay, when that initially occurred, as the adult male was punching the young male, where was the young female?
The young female was off to the side.
Okay. And was she getting, was she standing up or was she on the ground getting off of the ground?
She was standing up.
Okay.
Sassy, what does Zooty mean? Where'd you get that from?
Show you states, may I publish on it?
You may.
Show you states exhibit 7 again, Mr. Jennifer. And can you say states exhibit 7?
State exhibit 7.
States exhibit 7.
States exhibit 7.
Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
Okay. And previously you talked about what was happening on the right-hand side of this photograph. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you talked about the young male that I'm pointing to on the right, I would say center right, the young female and the adult male. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And moving to states exhibit 8. Where is the young female in this photograph? Is she standing up or is she lying down?
She's lying down.
How did she end up on the ground based on your observations?
She must have been pushed or.
So let's go back to states exhibit 7. Whose hands on her are on her when she's going down?
The adult male's hand is on her.
Okay. And you described earlier the adult male as later grabbing her by the clothing. Is that correct?
Yes.
So let's look at states exhibit 10. Has she gotten back up on her feet or is attempting to get back up on her feet in this photograph?
It appears she's attempting to get back up.
Okay. And by states exhibit 12, how would you describe what looks like the stability of her and the adult male?
It looks like he has a hold of her and she's still crouched over. She was unable to get fully erect, stand up straight.
Sure. And when we look at states exhibit 14, how would you describe the stability of the adult male and the young female in that photograph? Or still shot?
Well, the adult male still, I mean, he appears to be stable. You can't see the young female very well here.
So previously you described, and I believe your testimony to Mr. Kading when he asked, is that they appeared to be already going down on their own. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And so other individuals may have joined that process. Is that fair to say? But is it your testimony that they were not standing up and stable then at the time that those individuals joined that?
By looking at the picture here, the still photo, you can see his knees are bent here, so no.
Thank you. And Mr. Kading asked you why you didn't talk about number of strikes or kicking. Is that actually an accurate reflection of your testimony? Or did you in fact talk about that during your testimony?
I believe I did.
Well, and was one of the questions from the state to you whether the interventions of the children were effective? And what was your answer?
Yes, that was a question, and that the interventions were ineffective.
Okay. So you did in fact talk about that during your testimony and you talked about these 19 seconds. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Did we watch those 19 seconds?
We did.
Okay. And based on your observations of the children's attempt to intervene in the choking of the young female, were their interventions effective?
No, it was not.
Mr. Leary then asked you about the location of the arms of the adult female. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And initially during your direct examination, you indicated you thought they were around her waist. Is that correct? And when I say direct examination, that means when I'm asking questions.
Right. Where the adult male's hands were?
No, where the adult female.
Oh, yes. Yes, the female, yes. It was around her waist.
And at the end of direct examination, when I asked you, are you certain you know where her arms were? What was your answer?
I believe so.
Okay. And who was your attention on?
I was focused on the adult male and on the female's face.
Okay. And do you know what happened after you left that scene?
I heard what happened after I left that scene.
So do you know though? Did you physically see it?
No, I did not.
Okay, thank you. I have no further questions.
Mr. Kading, any recross examination? No. Mr. Leary, any recross examination? May this witness be excused?
Yes, please, Honor.
Any objection, Mr. Kading? No. Mr. Leary? No. Sir, you are excused and you may step down. You're free to go or remain however you so desire.
Thank you.
Thank you. Call your next witness, please.
Hell yeah, she's rolling. She ain't like Bev. Bev would already took the day off.
You may. Please. While we're waiting for the next witness.
Don't you think, Mary B?
She's all business.
I said, yeah.
She would have been like, hold on, guys, we got to take at least a 2-hour break.
Yeah.
We got to hurry up and get this thing done. Let's take a break right now. Because right now is all that matters. But I like this judge.
And support him. If you would like to stand, just move around a little bit, you are welcome to do so.
Oh, play Simon Says and shit in between. Shit. Bev wouldn't have that.
Yeah, I like her little dance she did too.
She did do a dance.
Move around a little bit.
Shake it out. That's what we got from it so far, a little misfit. But we know Dad was too strong for everybody to freaking knock out.
Yeah, he's definitely solid. Like, sit the fuck down.
Up here. And please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be true and correct?
I do.
Please be seated.
Thank you.
Ms. Zoe, you may inquire when you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Please state your name and spell your last name for the record.
Yes, my name is Sopal Heang. Last name spelled Heang.
Are you currently employed?
I am.
How are you employed?
I'm employed with the City of Lacey Police Department.
Okay, and how long have you been employed with the Lacey Police Department?
Approximately 5 years.
And Officer Hang, what kind of training did you undergo to become a law enforcement officer?
I underwent the 720 hours of basic law enforcement academy, and that was at the Washington State Criminal Justice Training Center. And then upon being certified as a peace officer, I've been on patrol the entire career where we do annual training.
Okay, and what were some of the things that were taught during these 720 hours at the academy?
So we did criminal procedures, criminal law. There was firearms training, emergency driving or EVOC, what we know it to be. There's defense tactics, patrol tactics, crisis response, CPR, things of that nature.
And what are some of your responsibilities as a patrol officer?
Well, first priority is call for services. So as a patrol officer, any types of call that comes in, it's our responsibility. We have beats. So in Lacey, we have 3. So we're assigned a specific beat, and our responsibility is whatever call comes out is to take care of that call. In addition to that is if there's proactive policing. So when there's not call volumes or calls, it's kind of expected to kind of be proactive. So deter crime, look for suspicious activities, anything of that nature. And then on top of that, community policing. So that's just business checks, engaging with the community in a positive light.
Okay, and Officer Hang, you testified a moment ago that the Lacey Police Department have 3 beats. What do you mean by beats?
That's just jurisdictional boundaries. So we have the Adam area, the Boy area, and the Charles area. Just how it's separated within the city.
In the Adam area, which part of Lacey does that entail?
So that's from boundaries, kind of where the train trestle off of Rainier Road. So that's kind of the south boundary up until 22nd Ave.
And what about the, I believe you said the Boyd area, which part of Lacey does that entail?
So that's kind of more central towards the police station. So from 22nd Ave southeast up until 15th Ave northeast, or kind of by North Thurston High School.
Okay, and what about the Charlie district? Which area of Lacey does that entail?
That'll be Hawks Prairie area. So kind of a lot of the newer development, a lot of the warehouses that are out there.
Okay, and as a patrol officer, when you're on duty, are you assigned to a specific area, or do you patrol all within the city limits of Lacey?
We are assigned. It doesn't mean that you cannot, you can assist as needed in the other beats or jurisdiction, but we are assigned a specific jurisdiction area.
Okay, and were you working on October 18th of 2024?
I was.
And were you working as a patrol officer on that day?
I was.
And which jurisdiction of Lacey were you assigned to?
That I was the Adam car.
Okay, and what, if anything, and let me ask you a different question. What was your shift that day?
I was working day shift patrol.
Okay, and what are the hours for day shift?
So it starts at 6:30 a.m. and ends at 5:10 p.m.
Okay, and what, if anything, occurred at approximately 15 hours or 2:15 p.m. That day?
So we received a disturbance call at Timberline High School.
And when you say we, who are you referring to?
I guess the Lacey Police Department, specifically in the Adam area.
Okay, and did you yourself respond to the call?
I did.
Okay, and what, if anything, did you initially observe when you arrived at the scene at 2:20 p.m.?
As I approached, so there was a circle of individuals, but as I approached, there was one subject, male subject, that had another male subject pinned on the ground.
Okay. And the male subject that was pinned on the ground, were you able to ascertain his identity at some point?
I was.
And what was his name?
Ihsan Ali.
Okay. And prior to you having contact with Mr. Ali in front of the bus stop, did you have contact with Mr. Ali earlier that day?
I did.
Okay. And what was the purpose of that contact?
Prior to that day, I had gone to his residence as he had reported his daughter as a runaway.
Okay. And what was the name of his daughter? And on October 18th of 2024, were you the first law enforcement officer to arrive at the bus stop scene?
I was.
And Ms. Zoe, I know we just got started, but it's noon, and so we are going to take our break. Members of the jury, thank you so much for your time and attention this morning. We will be on break or recess until 1:30 this afternoon. The bailiff will tell you when they request you be back here so that they can have you in the jury room and bring you back in at 1:30. Please remember all of my
Instructions.
Yes. Please be seated. Members of the jury, at this time, we are going to proceed with the direct examination of the witness. Ms. Zoe, you may continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Officer Hang, earlier when you testified, you mentioned that earlier in the morning hours of October 18th, you had taken a call at the Ollie's residence regarding a runaway. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And I believe you testified earlier that when you arrived at the Ollie residence, you had contacted Mr. Ollie.
I did.
Okay. And during your conversation with Mr. Ollie, when he reported his daughter Fatima as a runaway, did he at that time had an idea on who she might have been with when she ran away?
Yes.
And who did Mr. Ollie think that his daughter was with?
He believed her to be with Isaiah.
Okay. And did you have a conversation with Mr. Ali about his thoughts on the fact that he believed that Fatima was with Isaiah?
Yes.
Okay. And what was that? Can you describe the conversation, please?
Yes. So he explained to me the last time that he had located Fatima in kind of a similar incident that he had located her at Isaiah's parents' house.
Okay. And then fast forward, when you you indicated that when you arrived at the scene of the bus stop, you observed that Mr. Ali was pinned down on the ground. I believe that was your testimony. Is that right?
Correct.
And after your arrival, did you separate him from the group of people that was gathering around at that point?
I did.
And Fatima Ali, when you arrived at the scene of the bus stop, was she present?
No.
Okay. And what about Isaiah Williams? Was he present at the bus stop when you arrived on scene?
No.
Okay. And during the course of your investigation, were you able to determine where Fatima and Isaiah were when you arrived at the bus stop?
I did.
Okay. And where were they?
They were inside of Timberline High School.
Okay. And then after your arrival to the bus stop scene, at some point, the other Lacey officers arrived.
Correct.
And was it one other officer that arrived or several?
Oh, there were several.
Okay. Do you remember approximately how many?
Just to name a few: Sergeant Newcomb, Landworld, Corporal Pernada.
Sweet woman, what was Turtle Boys impromptu live about today? I forgot I wanted to figure that out.
Long Island Audit, I think it is. Long Island Audit or New York Audit? I think it's Long Island Audit. Some guy was investigating a Connecticut state trooper that he was like a desk sergeant, but there was talk of like him cooking his overtime hours and stuff. So this guy he asked him, approached him about it. And there was some sort of like a assault or battery or something prior to they had history. And so the auditor guy went to the trooper's house and there was no trespassing signs. It did say private road. It was like a wicked long driveway, but it was also a shared driveway. So the guy goes to his house and, he introduced himself and was like, I want to ask you a question, even though he knew who he was. And the trooper was like, get out of here. And the guy was like, all right. And he immediately started backing up. He's walking away and he had like somebody with him, like filming also. And the trooper comes out with a gun and is in his face. And so the auditor guy's like walking backwards. The trooper's like in his face. Basically just the whole like, because he's a cop, the local police were not following, the real rules of what should have happened. The trooper spit in the guy's face. It wasn't, and as soon as the auditor was like, you just spit in my face, I'm gonna file charges against you. The guy was like, no, I was just talking and spit. And the guy's like, the fuck, he didn't. He literally was like, hawked up a loogie and spit it on him. But
Yeah.
the local police they're like, you have to understand, like the guy ended up getting arrested. The guy and his friend videoing ended up getting arrested. It's just more like bullshit power stuff. So Turtle Boy ended up talking to the guy, and they're going to get together and do a show. I think that's last I saw.
Yeah, if you haven't seen today's journey, that was awesome.
I was thinking about watching.
It was good.
What do you think? Just remind me to stop it frequently. Let's see what happens.
Oh, so just a warning. He keeps. Oh, I probably did too.
He says
Um,
the GUN word a
the
lot.
G,
but that
yeah,
doesn't matter.
and I realized I
He's
said it
not
too.
monetized.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. He kept saying the G word, and Turtle was like, "Oh, I gotta stop saying that."
Damn.
What should we do?
Did you watch the Coldplay concert last night? The big footage, the controversial footage.
Oh yeah, we watched that earlier. That's some good stuff. The memes are like chef's kiss.
Awesome.
Clerks
good.
Geronimo looks like defense attorney on that case we were just watching.
I caught that before it went viral, and I sent it to my friend, and I was like, "Oh, this stinks." Nobody knew who he was yet. It was just like they were just making fun of the reaction.
Like
Yeah,
literally,
yeah.
no one would have even paid like
They-
looked.
That's what we did. We watched a short.
If they didn't react, nobody would have known.
Yep.
Right.
He could have just stayed back there and nobody would have said anything. Smart guy.
Everybody kept asking me if I was going to that concert, and I was like, "No, that is not anything I have an interest in seeing."
Not to pay concert money for. Listen to it on the radio.
Somebody's giving free tickets away. A friend of mine, she called me and she's like, "Are you going to the Coldplay concerts?" Because it was 2. And I was like, "No." She's like, "Why not?" I'm like, "'Cause I don't like them really."
And
she's
it's
like,
way too people-y. It's way too people-y there.
I mean, I'm a concert person. I'm going to see Thomas Rhett and Teddy Swims on Saturday. But
Oh, it's a big one too. Huh?
I
it's
like their
yeah,
music. I just like high energy concerts though. Like
yeah, it's too like it's
Yeah.
it's just too. It's like sit by the fire kind of music. Like
Yeah. Right. Right.
Fall asleep on your blanket out there, zoned out.
I'll never forget back in the day, Vince Gill came to one of the casinos here, and I was going with my mom, and we were all excited, because it was Vince Gill. But you get in there, and it's like once people have been popular for so long, it's like just sitting and listening to the radio. It's not entertaining.
Yeah, like small venues before people are super famous.
Yeah.
Or people that just don't get super famous. Those are the best shows.
those are the best.
One of the best concerts I ever went to was at it's called the Strand Theater here. It's
You're cutting out.
in a
Yeah, you're cutting out pretty bad now.
Godsmack fan, but that
You
show
think Godsmack?
am I breaking up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. We'll play a little bit of this because I want to watch it.
Yeah. It's
Fast forward to you see the footage of the confrontation.
And this video here is from 2021. I don't think this is his first run-in with Brian Fahey, but this is at a state police building in Connecticut. I believe this is a state police building. And watch what this guy does, right? This is like, just watch this. This is Brian Fahey. And again, this guy has a right to be here. He has a right to do this.
The first Sergeant Brian Fahey
So this is him right here. That's Sean Paul Reyes. So this
incident here. let's go back, way back to 2021.
We want to entertain your complaint through the proper channels. You want to make a complaint?
Yeah, which is through internal affairs.
Yes, so you can give him that. Yep.
So he's there to make a complaint. I don't know the whole backstory. He's there to make a complaint against someone at the Connecticut State Police. I don't even know if it's Brian Fahey himself, but he is kicking him out and he's saying, you can't come in here. It's a government building. He has a right to be there. Now watch how he handles this.
I will go speak to them.
All right, have a great day.
You too.
Nice talking to you.
You as well.
Sounds like a pretty nice interaction. Nice talking to you. You as well. Seemed like everything was going right. You know, I was just trying to make a complaint against a different state trooper.
Okay, so that answers my question.
You're all set here?
Excuse me?
Are you all set here?
Well, yeah, there's nothing else obviously you can help me out with at this
Okay,
point.
so you're all set. So you're going to go to IA right now, correct?
Yeah, I'll be
Okay,
there.
all right.
I'm going to be going.
Okay.
I'm going to be going.
Okay. So you're going to stand here with your cell phone?
I thought you were busy. I thought you were a
I
busy
am.
man.
I am busy.
So you should get to work.
I should get to work.
So the proper thing to do here, if you can tell this guy's just agitated by him. The proper thing to do here is to just go inside the building and leave. That's it. The guy's not doing anything. He's literally just standing there with a camera, and you could tell it's annoying him because this is like a power struggle at this point. He's like, "But I'm a cop. I don't want you here. You have to go now." And the guy's like, "No," and he just stands there with his camera. He's not saying a word, and you could tell he's now becoming agitated because this guy is used to control. He's used to power. He's used to being able to tell people, without even telling them that just leave. Yeah, sure, you do have a right to be here, but I don't want you here. So you got to go now because I'm the cop and I have the gun and I have the badge and I have the power and you have to go.
Is that what you're telling me?
If you're busy.
And he immediately takes his camera. Look how fast that. Look how,
so you should
look how fast this escalates.
You should get to work.
I should get to work. Is that what you're telling me?
If you're busy.
Just immediately. Immediately pulls a Jill Daniels. Immediately pulls a Jill Daniels. So that's assault. You can't. Somebody has a camera in their hand. You cannot take the camera out of their hand. He's just like, I don't want. The guy's not doing anything. He's just standing there with the camera. If he was standing there with no camera, would it be a problem? And again, the appropriate thing for an adult to do is to just walk away. Not for Sean Paul Reyes, for the officer, Trooper Fahey or Sergeant Fahey. His job at this point is to just walk away. That's it. They have training for this stuff now. Like cops have been like, there's First Amendment orders are going to come in. They're going to do this. Here's how you handle it, right? You don't give them what they want. And what they want is a confrontation. Well, not necessarily want, like Josh Abrams of the world. They want a confrontation because that's good content for their subscribers. And that brings the donos in. And, that's how they make a living. And so that's obviously good for the First Amendment auditors if you get a confrontation. It's not good for the police. And I'm seeing people saying, I don't know much about Sean. I'd like to learn more. He said he trains police. That's it. See, that's interesting to me. A First Amendment auditor with almost 1 million subscribers who actually seems to be making a difference. And so this guy here is just, cops like this, as you're going to see, these are the cops who should be exposed, right? These are bad cops.
His body camera's on. His body camera's on. Stop him. He has his body camera on.
I don't care. I don't care. Right? This is private property. Okay?
I'm not doing anything.
You're not going to
I will
videotape
get off.
me.
I'll get off of it. I'll get
I'm
off of
going to
it.
tell you what right now. I'm not the one.
All right.
Okay?
I'm not
I gave
the
you
one.
the information you needed, and I gave you your outlet.
I'm
You
going.
gave me your
I said I
outlet. No,
was
you want to
going.
stand there and hold your cell phone in my face.
I was
In his face. In his face. He was just standing there. The aggression came from this guy. He starts going at him. This guy's backing away.
That did escalate quickly, didn't it? Damn.
Very quickly. But the next video just mind boggling. But yes,
Oh,
this guy
crazy.
needs help.
Right? And it's like problem solved, right? You want him gone, he's gone. He has a right to be there, but he's giving it up because he doesn't want to get arrested. And this is crazy, right?
You wanted to do. Yes,
I
you
wasn't in
can
your
take your
face.
cell phone and go and make your complaint. Okay.
Okay. Can I grab my cell phone?
I'll get it for you.
I'll get it. All right. Where's your car? Where's your car? Where's your car?
So now this, I believe, is the police body cam from another officer who's there, who notice doesn't, and this is the problem, is that nobody ever steps in and says, no other cops ever step in and say, no, that's not cool. Why don't we chill? No, I've never seen a cop do that ever. And I think that's a problem with policing in general. No other job is like that. I've never seen any other line of work where one employee can blatantly mistreat a customer, because that's what civilians are. They pay your salary. They're your customers, right? Like they pay you and you serve them. And so imagine any other line of work. Imagine going into a retail store and somebody treated a customer like this, and then none of the other employees did anything about it and stepped in. Like it's only with cops that. And again, I'm not anti-cop, but this is something I've learned from the Kenner Reed case. Really, it's a real institutional rob. Just watch the Kelly Deaver is all you need to know. Just the problem with this unwritten code in policing that needs to end. Like it's a huge problem that cops are afraid to like, you could tell the cop with the body cam here, he doesn't approve of this, but he's not going to cross that blue line. He's not going to.
I go, man. I'm going.
All right, no, but where's your car?
Why didn't you tell my car that? You were about to arrest me, man, for real?
I
Is
had
your
to
body
detain
camera
you.
on?
Yeah, my body camera is on, buddy. I'm Trooper Cell 1139.
Costello.
Yep.
Wow.
Listen, with the
You
situation
were
that
going to
you're
arrest me for real?
we're going to detain you over what the situation was going on, man. You
I'm
hear
leaving.
me?
Conversation's over. All right.
Conversation's over. All right.
So that's the first incident.
All right. And then
What do you guys think? Sergeant?
so he starts really zoning in on this guy, and he's got like a thing with him, I guess. And apparently Fahey is working some desk job, and he made like $90,000 last year in overtime. And so that's a matter of public concern, like cops who are potentially gaming the system, because again, their salary comes from us. We have a right to be interested in that. It's a matter of public concern. And so he does what I did, and this is what caught my attention, right? This is why I'm doing a stream, because this is so familiar to what I did with the McAlberts, and it had a very similar ending. And so he goes to Fahey's house. Fahey lives in Groton, Connecticut, which is an oceanfront town. I think it's down near like east of New London, and it's kind of in between near the aquarium. I think it's down in that area near Mystic. And so he goes to the guy's house, and he does what all reporters, journalists, because this guy is definitely undeniably a journalist. Anyone who seeks truth and reports on it is a journalist. And just because you don't work for some corporate news entity, I mean, the guy's got more followers than most news outlets, right? He's got more reach and influence than any reporter. So he's certainly the media, just like I am. We don't do quite the same thing, but it's similar in vein. And so he goes to this guy's house and knocks on the door. All right. And the cop, as you're going to see, tells him to get off his property. There are no trespass signs. And he's kind of got like a long driveway. And so the cop's going to come out with his gun. And then the guy he's walking away the whole time. Sean's walking away the whole time.
Investigating, and Sergeant Brian Fahey makes the eye corruption. Sergeant Brian, he had an do what you got to do. This is video. We are. Hey, what's up, guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. We are currently at an undisclosed affluent location here in the state of Connecticut. Excuse me, Corrupticut. We are here today, as you can see, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to protest and resist tyranny, and also to investigate allegations of corruption that has been made against Connecticut State Trooper Sergeant Brian Fahey. As you can see behind me, Sergeant Brian Fahey.
This is badass. Like Josh Abrams would never do something like this. Like this is investing in your craft. I respect this. As you know, it's like this is he makes money, but he's clearly investing it back into his work, because this ain't cheap, whatever he's doing here. And this is awesome. Like this is fucking great. I love this. Like going to someone's house.
Yeah, so that's an expensive ride right there. I wonder if that's like a rear projection or something.
He owns the truck.
Well, yeah,
It's
I
not
know
even
that.
something he rented.
No, I don't think he would rent that. Who's gonna have
They,
that?
they talk about him owning it at some point.
Yeah, you would have to. That's like a pimp my ride thing right there. Yeah, probably like a rear projection, badass projector.
With the truck, playing a video of your interaction with them, and then posting the court documents on. Oh, he owns the truck. Okay.
He is no stranger to
But still,
tyranny
that
and
is-
corruption.
but still,
Let's get into it. Now, as far as the allegations being made against Sergeant Brian Fahey, I was told through an anonymous tip that he is receiving fraudulent overtime every single year. Now, that was strange to me because Sergeant Brian Fahey, as we know, is the sergeant of pistol permits in an office. How does he receive overtime to begin with? Isn't it a 9-to-5 job? So I did some investigating, and Sergeant Brian Fahey makes over $200,000 a year. Now, get this. $75,000 of that $212,000 to be exact comes from
I got to battle Turtle Boy with the damn video speeds. You gotta be ready to slow it down. That was wide open.
overtime. $75,000. How can this be? Does he stay late when they're closed after 5 o'clock? Does he go back on the streets to patrol? I mean, I was told by my sources that he was kicked out of patrol and he's a danger to the community. That's why they have him working in the office. But to get $75,000 in overtime every single year from a desk job, it didn't add up. And that's why I came here to Sergeant Brian Fahey's neighborhood to protest.
I mean, I see people saying $200,000 a year, and that's what Bukaki gets paid too, right? He gets more than that. Tully and Bukaki both get more than $200,000. Gallagher makes $300,000. That's what he made in his last year, right? I mean, these guys can make a lot of money if they know how to game the system, right? And a lot of that comes from overtime. But if you're making 75 grand in 1 year in overtime, how is there enough hours in the year for that? When do you sleep? You know, how is that possible? We've seen a lot with the state police, an overtime scandal, an overtime stuff. And actually, it's funny that this happened. Yes, this because I was reached out to by a federal prisoner a few months ago in Texas by the name of Daniel Griffin. And like that Daniel Griffin wants to connect with you. I got an email saying this. And I'm like, okay, who's this guy? Look him up. And he's a state trooper who was serving 5 years in federal prison right now for overtime, you know, being respectful. And it's a nice house. You know, I'm sure it's a very expensive community in Groton. I don't know what the house is worth, but he's finding a way to pay for it.
Again, there aren't any no trespassing signs. We're just coming in peace to ask some questions.
Knocks on the door, legal.
Oh, I'm currently being recorded. His ring camera said.
He's got a ring camera. Great.
Hey, Sergeant Fahey, how are you?
He's holding a gun.
Nope, there is no posted sign.
No, that's a
problem.
phone.
Do you have any? Let's go. Do you have any comments on the allegations that?
So he's walking away. The guy tells him to get off his property. Immediately begins to walk away. Okay, cool, good.
I am
That's
moving.
right.
Do you have any comment on the allegations that you are receiving? Couldn't even get the question out, ladies and gentlemen. He was so angry. Couldn't even get the question out. He says that there's no trespassing signs. Let's see. Let's see if there's no trespassing signs. What a coward. He can assault me in broad daylight while receiving taxpayer money. But the minute an independent journalist comes to his home, and he's probably going to try and get me unlawfully arrested now. As you can see, I've moved back his camera that says you're currently being recorded.
Now he comes back. So again, so this is escalation now. This is fucking crazy. He has walked, what, 50, 60 yards away from the house. He is clearly leaving. He has been asked to leave. He is honoring his request. He went there to ask him a question on a matter of public concern. He did not want to talk about it. He was asked to leave and he honored it. Nothing bad has happened so far at all until now. So again, this escalation is completely on Sergeant Fahey. Watch this.
This guy, you're crazy. What do you think I'm doing, you psycho? You have a weapon in your hand? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't have any weapons. I'm a journalist. What do you think I'm doing, you psychopath? What do you think I'm doing?
Get off my property right now.
What do you think?
Get off my property right now.
I'm off your property.
This is my property.
Well, do you see me
All
not
the way
moving?
to the cul-de-sac.
Calm down.
Get off my
Get that gun
fucking
out of your hand.
property.
Get that gun out of
Get
your
off my
hand, psycho.
fucking property.
Get that gun
I'm
out
a
of your hand,
goddamn
psycho.
Connecticut State
Is this part his is this part his property? This looks like another house right here. So wouldn't this part be town of Groton? Like it belongs to him, but not him. So he's responsible for plowing this. I don't know. Whatever. I guess it's kind of a moot point. Listen to what he says.
My property right now.
I'm off your property.
This is my property.
Well, do you see me
All
not
the way
moving?
to the cul-de-sac.
Calm down.
Get off my
Get that gun out
fucking
of your hand.
property.
Get that gun out of
Get
your
off
hand,
my
psycho.
fucking property.
Get that gun
I'm
out
a
of your hand,
goddamn
psycho.
Connecticut State
I
trooper.
don't care who you are.
I'm a goddamn Connecticut State Trooper. Can you believe that? He's holding a gun, chasing this guy down, and yelling, "I'm a goddamn Connecticut State Trooper." Oh, we're all so impressed. Your dick must be so big. Oh, okay. I mean, he looks like Brian Tully, this guy. I mean, it's just like that. He says the silent part out loud, that I'm acting this way because I'm a goddamn Connecticut State Trooper. I'm a goddamn American hero. I'm a goddamn legend. Don't you know I'm a goddamn Connecticut State Trooper? God damn it. I didn't become one so I could be disrespected by people like you. Don't you?
Sweet woman, is that what you were talking about?
What? As far as what?
The GDs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got about 35 of them right there.
Yeah. He's like, I keep forgetting.
There's plenty of them.
know
right
that?
there.
And he says the silent part out loud. I'm acting this way because I'm a decorated dude, because I'm a Connecticut State Trooper. This is why I'm behaving this way. I'm special.
I don't care who you are. I don't care who you
Get
are.
off my fucking
I don't care
property.
who you are.
Right now.
You spit in my
Get off my
face.
property
You're
right
going to
now.
jail now.
Get
Look
off-
at this.
No,
Look at this.
look at that.
He's
Wait,
state. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are.
Fucking
I don't
property.
care who you
Get
are.
off my fucking
I don't care
property.
who you are.
Right
Oh,
now.
you spit in my face.
Spit in his face. He spits in his face. He spits in his face. You know, that's worse than punching someone. That is the most disrespectful thing you can do to a person. It's also battery, right? It's like there's communicable diseases. Like, this is fucking crazy. He just spits in his face. Clearly has a temper issue, this guy. The fact that somebody who has a temper issue like this can have a badge and a gun is so dangerous. Like, this is so fucking dangerous. This guy is a menace. This guy needs a serious psych evaluation. If somebody knocking on your door causes you to do this, you are unfit to be a police officer anywhere.
Property
You're
right
going
now.
to jail now.
Get
Look
off
at
my
this.
property
Look
right
at this. He spit in my
Get off my
face.
property.
You said
You're
you're
right
going
in
to
my
jail.
face. I'm spitting as I'm talking to you.
No, you spit
Get
in
off
my
my
face.
property
You spit right
Spitting.
now.
Oh, so he immediately realizes he shouldn't have done that. And so he starts making up excuses. I'm only spitting because there's, sometimes I yell and spit comes out. No. That was a pause in the speech, a breathe in and a spit. They're calling this guy Cop Tua because it's so, and that was a
Cop
spit. It was
Tua.
Cop Tua he gave him.
Get off my
You're going
property
to jail.
right now. I'm going.
Get off my property
going.
right
Since the moment
now.
you told me.
Get off
That's
my
not how criminal
property
trespass
right
works.
now.
Psycho.
Get
You're
off
a
my
psycho,
property
bro.
right
Look at the
now.
gun in his hand.
Not
That's
here,
crazy.
right? I'm a Connecticut State
I don't give
trooper.
a shit who you
are
are.
trespassing on my property.
That doesn't matter.
You
You can't break
threatened
the
to
law.
kill me.
I didn't-
You threatened to kill
You're
me online.
Right. No, I
Get
did
off my
not.
fucking
You're a
property
liar.
right
You
now.
are a liar.
Right now.
See the
Get off my
billboard
property.
truck? It's all being recorded. And this whole that's a really good question, Rochelle. The Groton police are going to have an answer for you, and wait till you hear it. Wait till you hear it.
I don't care.
It's all
Get
I know you
off
don't
my
care.
property
You don't face any
right now.
consequences.
Get
You
off
don't
my
face any
property
consequences.
right now.
Don't
This is
spit
the
in my
biggest
face.
mistake you ever
No,
made.
no, it's not.
This is the biggest mistake you ever made.
No,
Get
it's
off
not.
my property right now.
It's not the biggest
Get
mistake
off
I
my
ever made.
property right
It's
now.
not the biggest mistake.
Get off
You
my
spit in my face.
I ain't spitting in your face.
You're disgusting.
I'm spitting on you.
Yeah.
I am yelling at you to get off my
Yeah.
property right
Yo,
now.
I'm off your property. Now what? Now what? Look at the gun.
Look, I mean, that's fucking crazy. He's holding the trigger. Like just this I don't own a gun, so I'm not sure how gun laws work. I don't know. But like, is that legal that you can just go up to somebody with a gun like that, holding the fucking trigger, who does not represent a threat to you, who is not violent at all, that you can just do like that's fucking crazy. Crazy. That's scary, man. Especially, I mean, there's another cameraman with him, so at least he's got a witness to this. But like, dude, if there weren't cameras and shit, he could easily like this guy has zero problems with shooting Sean. If he thinks he's not going to get in trouble for it, zero problems at all. If he thinks he's not going to be held responsible for that, because he's like, because I'm a goddamn Connecticut state trooper.
His head.
I'm a goddamn Connecticut State trooper.
I don't care.
You're ready to kill me
No, I
online.
did
So
not.
I'm protecting myself
No,
and
I
my
did-
family.
no, I did
Don't
not.
ever fucking come back to my house again.
See, okay, so now that's a trespass. Now he's been trespassed. Now you've been told that's fine. Now you've been told don't come to my house. But there was never trespass before. He was never told that. So you're allowed to go up. That's how trespassing laws work. All you have to do is tell somebody that they can't come on your property, and if they do after that, then they're trespassing. But other than that, it's anyone can just knock on your fucking door. But again, and he's already coming up with excuses for his behavior. Oh, I'm threatened. Oh, my family's scared. Scared of what? Of this guy knocking on your door asking about overtime pay? You can't just say that you're scared for your life because somebody's asking you questions. Sound familiar? Does this sound familiar, people? Isn't this not the exact same thing that happened with me with the McAlberts? I knock on their door to ask them questions. They don't want to answer. They don't come outside with guns in their hands, but they send men with guns to my house to arrest me and ransack my house and take all my phones and computers. That's what happened. It's very similar, right? And what was the basis of the McAlberts getting charges on me? Oh, my family's so scared. My children, this is what these cowards always do, is hide behind my family. I'm just protecting your family. Shut the fuck up. Your family's fine. Shut up.
Stand right here with my billboard.
You go right ahead. Go right ahead. I don't care.
My face, you're
Don't
going to
ever
jail.
come back to
You're
my
going to jail.
fucking house
You're
again.
going to jail.
Don't ever
You're
come
going
back to
jail.
my house
Because
again.
you assault people and break people's property, but I can't ask questions about your overtime, $75,000 for a desk job.
More than that.
More than that.
More than that, buddy. I mean, the
Ooh,
Eric, I make more than
that's
that, buddy.
smart.
Oh, and what are you gonna do about it? You gonna all this because he's asking him
He's
questions.
just like fucking proud of it too. Obviously, you can tell by where he lives at that he's getting about a lot of overtimes. Gingy. I was just about to click end stream too because I'm tired. What about you, sweet woman? You tired? I know Lalene's ready to go get in the bed if she ain't
I'm
already.
always tired. Yeah, I gotta take the dogs out one more time and go to bed.
Dying to get in the bed, yes.
Honestly,
I'm
I
making
can't.
it right now.
Damn it. And it looks like we're gonna quit as soon
I'm
as Ginger
still
got
going
here.
to be listening, though.
No, you ain't, because I'm
Okay,
tired too.
then I'm not either.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm tired. Kids gotta go to work 2 more days this week.
Oh,
One more day for me.
you got to finish this video, though. Like, not with us. If you watch it on your own to see the police response, it's insane.
Absolutely, it's insane.
How far do you think we can get in 15 minutes?
On this speed, you can. Well, you can probably finish the video because a lot of it at the end is after the guy comes on StreamYard with them.
Is this when the cops get there? We can watch this for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe. Just so Gingy can hang out and it won't feel all weird.
That's why you're doing it because he's a state trooper. You do it for citizen diversity. Not like this. 100% all the time. If we think there's an active disturbance, then we respond code 3, which means lights and sirens, and we're in an emergency response. Do you see the spit on my face? I don't. You don't see the spit on my face? Well, I have it on camera. He spit in my face. I want him arrested. He spit in my face. On camera. I want you to lock him up. He spit in my face. You understand that? If I spit in your face, what would happen to me?
Exactly.
I knocked on a door. He spit in my face. You can't do that.
So now the cops is like, okay, yeah, fuck. I don't know what to say. Like this guy's making everything he's saying is true, and
Yep.
but I need to like think of a way in which you're the problem and not the cop. Okay.
There's spit all over. I'm gonna go get DNA test on his spit so you can see it.
All right. So then
Questions. He went back inside, closed the door, would have been the end of it. He came back out with his gun in his hand, got inches from my face. No, I would say less than inches from my face, real up to my face, and spit in my face. It's all over my face right here. All this wet is not sweat. He spit in my face as I'm leaving his property, as he asked me to do. Hey, can I just get your name and badge number, ma'am? Thank you. I appreciate it. No, he knows that.
Okay, I got you. But if somebody came onto your property
and asked the question,
well, so if somebody came onto my property and I didn't know them, then I would be a little upset about it.
okay. If someone came on my property and I didn't know them, I would be upset about it.
I see where this is going. That dude has no idea what to say. Oh,
Exactly. It's embarrassing. Like, how is he a cop?
that's bad. That's bad. But this was fun again. Sweet woman, did you miss the part earlier when I told them the last 7 days I got almost 20,000 views on shorts?
No way.
Yes, it's crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's a lot of fucking views.
Yeah, it is. On the shorts too.
Yeah.
And
Who'd
new
have thought?
subscribers.
Who'd have thunk it? But
Oh, that's
cool.
awesome.
But it is pretty cool. I thought they would be pretty lame. I just didn't. I was just dicking around. And I was like, people are watching that? Fuck, that's easy. That's easy to make. That helps get us some membership icon of a little rat with a gold chain on. Yeah, he looks a lot like this. There he
How
was.
far we've come.
There he was. We can get that Joker out of there. That's going to be our little icon one day. One day. But it was fun.
And if you really advance, you get the cheese.
Oh, we're getting the cheese. The cheese is already out. We got the cheese out. He's got the longest segment in the intro video. Crazy Eyed Cheese. He don't play. But see you guys later.
Good night, everybody. And
Good night.
Bye, y'all.
Puff puff pass. True crime chat rats. Let's go. Puff puff pass. True crime chat rats. All across the world we coming through like that. Taking all the facts, put them in a trap. Cause we coming through like that. When you see the scene, I'm a rat. I be rolling with my rat pack. With my rats chatting about the crimes, the players and the evidence. But where it all went bad. Taking all the facts, and we bring them to the chat rats. True crime social where we be every night, doing everything we do for the truth. With my rats chatting about the crimes, the players and the evidence. Like it all went bad. Taking all the facts, and we bring them to the chat rats. All my people on the internet, all my people from around the world, gonna take you to the place we know best. Cause we're coming through like that. Puff, puff, pass, true crime chat rats. All across the world we coming through like that. Taking all the facts, put them in a trap. Cause we coming through like that. When you see the scene, I'm a rat. I be rolling with my rat pack. With my rats chatting about the crimes, the players and the evidence. Where it all went bad. Taking all the facts, and we bring them to the chat rats. Puff, puff, pass, true crime chat rats. All across the world we coming through